Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. Today is Saturday, February 18th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got WWE Elimination Chamber 2023 live reactions and a little watch party with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. We're going to get started here in about 5 minutes. We got State Farm All-Star Saturday night. I got that queued up over here. I also got the XFL with Orlando and Houston queued up also. So we're ready to go. Hopefully we end up having a good turnout, and we're going to be locked and loaded here for, I would assume, the next 4 hours or so. So I'm just trying to get everything situated here. So, okay, boom. We got this set up. I got State Farm All-Star Saturday night on one screen here on the computer. I got XFL Orlando and Houston on another screen on the computer. And then Peacock on the HD 4K TV. We got WWE Elimination Chamber. Let's go, baby. Lenny D in the building. What to do? How are you? I already did the first XFL game, and here we are doing a double dip. We're going to be covering 4 different things tonight: WWE Elimination Chamber, NBA All-Star Saturday night, Orlando and Houston in the XFL, and Xfinity Series in NASCAR. And then tomorrow at 11 o'clock, 11:30, we got the Daytona 500. As soon as that's over in 4 or 5 hours, then I'm going to do the NBA All-Star game. So it's been a long day. It's been a busy day, but I'm excited. The crowd should be lit for this, and that's the main reason I decided to do this instead of NBA All-Star Saturday night. Let's take a quick look at some of the graphics that we got set up here. I got the Elimination Chamber little logo there in the corner. I did that and got that set up for y'all. All right, and then we got some of the participants in the Elimination Chamber. And then obviously a nice little overhead view. I was going to use this as the background, but where I'm sitting is where the cage is. If this was a little bit more maybe further back, then this would have been my background that I would have used. And then some of the matches that we have on slate today, we only have 5. So we got Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. We got a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the chamber with the champ, Austin Theory, in the Elimination Chamber for the men's. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there for the women. Interested to see what happens there. Then you obviously got Edge, right? And Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. And then the main event, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn in his hometown. Anytime you go to Canada, it's always going to be a good show. Anything outside the United States, it seems like it ends up, bringing a better audience, a better crowd. So I'm ready to go. And hopefully we'll get some people trickling in, and I'm ready. Duke 72, Syracuse 53, as I'm waiting for that next matchup to get going. I think Sarah's getting kind of situated with everything on the network, and I haven't ordered any food yet, but I'm ready. And normally they don't do WWE Elimination Chamber on the same day as NBA All-Star Saturday night, because normally when I, this weekend comes around, I do, rookie sophomore game. They decided to split it up in 4s yesterday, which I really don't like that much. And then I usually do the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, as well as the skills competition. I think that I would have gotten better views doing NBA All-Star Saturday night, but I like to be able to connect with the wrestling fam. And hopefully the donos will make up for it in this particular stream, I'm hoping. Because like I said, you don't really know what you're going to get. As far as like newbies, probably a better chance to grab people on the All-Star Saturday night side. But again, I'm still going to be watching multiple things. And, if it's going to be a WWE pay-per-view or AEW, I'm normally going to lean towards that. And I'm more excited about Elimination Chamber than Saturday Night NBA. So we'll see where it goes. I still want to see who wins the dunk contest, even though they got shitty participants. I want to see who wins the 3 and the skills competition, but it's not like it's going to kill you. But as far as this pay-per-view is concerned, it's a little bit more must-see TV in my opinion, and I'm a bigger wrestling fan than NBA fan. That's fact. So even though I'm starting to do a little bit more NBA through and through, but I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. Let's get it, baby.
I was hoping, by the way, you're such a pro because you were telling me to wrap it up. I was waiting so long. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Let's go, baby. Elimination Chamber. Let's get it going. This crowd is going to be incredible. I mean, I'm not really big on this match. I really could give two shits here. You know, it's like two big guys. You know what I mean? This will be exciting. This will be exciting. This is meh. This one, and this one are meh. Nothing too big, but at least 1, 2, 3 hopefully will be good. And then if this ends up being good, then that'll be a surprise. And if this ends up being good, that'll be a surprise. So, I mean, at least they only have a few matches. Cactus Jack is ready. Bang, bang. Let's go. Let's get it. And hopefully we'll get a few more people. Obviously, the Tube is being kind of a hater with the, the notifications and whatnot. But, hey, so I got NBA All-Star Saturday night on the computer, XFL Orlando and Houston on the computer. I'll give updates on that. It looks like the only thing that I don't have live is going to be the NASCAR in Xfinity race, which if Mike hops in, he'll watch and he'll keep me posted. But other than that, I got 3 things going on at once and I'm ready to go. Yeah, let's get it. We got to make up for that last stream. Let's get to 100 in donos. Hopefully we'll have the right people in the room to help. This is my full-time job. And yeah, we definitely are way behind the 8 ball. We had a really bad month last month, and this month it's even going further behind. So I'm hoping, with the hard work and with the right people that we can get back on track. But, like I said, I want to be able to give gifts out every month. But, I mean, if I'm not even getting enough money for rent yet, that's not a good sign. So hopefully, with the hard work, we can find a way. And hopefully we can get back on track when, NASCAR gets in full swing and baseball and whatnot, and other people's financial situations get better. Because it's these last 2 months have been dramatically lower, like a lot, like not just like a little bit lower, but more than 50% lower than what we normally have, like maybe 70% lower. So it hurts, but I'm still going to be positive. I'm still going to grind, and we're going to have a great time. And I'm just got to keep the faith that we can get back on track. That's facts. And I know there's wrestling fans. Where the hell are they? Where are the wrestling fans? People don't care about wrestling. It's more like maybe YouTube ain't even doing their job and helping me out. It's like, I'm live. They're like, no, we don't care. See, like right now it shows that there's 3 in here. And then I go on the other thing, it shows 6. These numbers are never right. It's like you go to Twitter and Instagram and everything. There it goes to 6. You know what I mean? But it's like it's never linked up at the same time. It'll say one number one place, another number somewhere else. Whatever. But I'm ready to go. This should be good. WWE Elimination Chamber. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I am ready. This one has been building up a little bit, but it's obviously, the last build up to what WrestleMania. So you sent me something. Yeah, anything sport related, please send it to me. Bro, you have no idea what it's like to be me. If you have like 20,000 subscribers and then they give notifications to like 50 people, you know what I mean, or less per stream, how am I supposed to grow? You're not even letting people that follow me know that I'm live. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it is. And then when I do a stream, like, before the stream starts, I'll be in the top 5 usually, like, to see who's going to be streaming. And then I'll be up there, for a little bit. And then all of a sudden they'll slide me down to like 50th. And then there'll be like, streams that were old from years ago ahead of me. If I'm live right now, do they have to hate like that so much? You know what I mean? I don't. And then you only get good money on the ad revenue side is if you're getting like 500,000 to 1 million views per video. If you're not, you're getting nothing. So I really rely on, the donations. If people don't donate, then I can't do this. If I want to be able to do this full time, I need donations to be able to, because that's where 99% of the funds come from, to be able to pay rent, pay bills. My rent's going up 120, and per month, and lots. It's expensive to take care of a dog, and it's not easy, bro. You know what I mean? So, and plus, out of our heavy hitters, we used to have maybe 7 or 8 heavy hitters. Now we're down to maybe a couple because some have financial issues, some are having issues overall. So, I mean, to go from 7, 8 heavy hitters and to hit $200 in donos or more every day for 6 months, and then now it's sometimes pulling teeth just to even get to 50. There's some streams we're at like 5 or 10. It's depressing as fuck, bro, but I got to keep going, and I just have to believe that the right people will support, and then we'll be able to keep going, because the last thing I want to do is have to go and do this part-time again and then have to get another job. I will if I have to, but ultimately when I've done this for 11 years, it took me 10 years to go full-time. It would be really shitty to go full-time for a year and then have to go back to work, and I wouldn't be able to do this as often as I wanted. So I don't want to go backwards. I'm trying to go forwards. But again, the tube doesn't help. So that's why it's going to be up to you guys to help me out more. So thank you. $20 holla. I saw that you went to the to the little get together with your friend. Happy birthday to her. Appreciate you. And that gets us started. We already beat what we got on the last stream with the XFL, which I knew it was going to be kind of hit or miss. And it was at noon, so I figured we wouldn't get a whole lot of people there. But hopefully people will come watch when I do some XFL. But we got off to a good start here with someone that doesn't even give a crap about wrestling. Just like Mike donated, he didn't even give a crap about the XFL, but he was there. So thank you. I appreciate you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. $20 holla. Thank you. Appreciate you. Means a lot. And I know you got the 2 broken toes, so I hope things get a little bit better for you. $20. Let's get to a hundo, baby. And we already got our first match going here. Elimination Chamber with the women. Bro, it's so sad what they do to me. Like, I literally am getting hated on more than any other sport or wrestling channel on YouTube as far as where I'm at with subs and how they treat me. You know what I mean? Everyone else is gaining, more opportunities, more growth, more people rated into their channels, more people getting recommendations. All I want my shit is to be turned on. You know what I mean? Give me a fair shot to get out there to show what I'm about in front of other people that are a part of other channels so I can grow appropriately. Just because someone comes in here and we end up getting recommended and we have maybe 50 to 200 people in the room for a half hour, not everyone's going to sub, not everyone's going to donate, but give me an opportunity to have a fair shot to grow. That's all I ask, And it's like, some people think that I should just fucking quit this channel and start a new one. So that way the algorithm will be in my favor. But do you know how long it would take to get to fucking 20,000? I mean, if the algorithm is in your favor, you could get to 10 or 20,000 in a year or two. But also, if it's not in your favor, you know what I mean? It could take even longer than what I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? So, Volcano in the building. What to do? Oh, no worries. I mean, the XFL it started off with a bang, then it got slow, and then it was a tale of 2 halves, but I enjoyed it. It was 2 defensive touchdowns in the game by the Renegades. Here we got Carmella coming to the ring. That is a good question, Odin's son. Good question. I don't know. I mean, I'm not really sure if anyone really truly cares. I mean, this match is kind of blah for me, right? If we get anything out of this match or this match, I'll be excited. No expectations. But I expect this to be good. I expect this to be good. And I hope this is good. Let's go, baby. What do you want to see for photos, Megan? You want Detlef Shrimp? You want something Seattle? You let me know what you're wanting today, and I got you. Yeah. I don't know. I just sometimes with the bigger muscular wrestlers, I don't know, they're kind of boring. You know what I mean? I'd rather have the smaller guys, the AJ Styles, the Seth Rollins. That's a lot more. I mean, that's why I'm more of an AEW guy than a WWE guy, because I like Bryan Danielson. I like Kenny Omega. I like the Young Bucks. You know, I like Moxley. The type of wrestling I like is more in AEW, which is more ECW or WCW style. There's a few that I like here, but it's not what it used to be. You know what I mean? They have names, but the quality of wrestling, unless there's a gimmick like this with like the Elimination Chamber, the quality of wrestling is, it's starting to get better with Triple H, but let's not act like the NBA and WWE was some fucking dog shit for 2 years. Let's not act like that. It was good. It wasn't. It was garbage, and it's getting better now, both NBA and WWE. It's like Nikki Cross. She's like, I'm demented. So much caffeine. Sure, I got you. Try to grab a couple of these before we actually get into the match. And then I will wait. Well, we don't really necessarily have commercials here on the pay-per-view, but it'll go to kind of like a commercial as they set up for the next thing. But I'm going to try to squeeze these in for you. Appreciate you very, very much. $20, 80 to go. I should be able to grab a couple here while we're doing these intros. Appreciate you. Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalia Natty. Of course, when you go back to Canada where you're loved, it's a different vibe. And I got one more for you. And there'll be a few more once we figure things out. We'll see what we got going on with the matches and whatnot and how it goes. But I appreciate you very, very much. Little Detlef Shrimp, Jim Zorn, Pete Carroll, and Steve Largent. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you tremendously. New Vibe Asuka is good for WWE. That sometimes you need a little bit of a like a facelift with the face paint or your vibe or music or look. Sometimes things need to change up a little bit. All right, we got Liv coming out. It's crazy to see how WWE fans treated Liv on her run. They were like rooting for her, underdog. Then she ended up getting the belt, right? Then everyone was super excited for her, right? And then she was doing promos after she was champ. Then the fans turned on her, and I'm not sure if she's really recovered since that. I mean, you try to act like that shit don't matter, and she's going to be back in the running to try to be able to get a belt again. But for someone like a Liv Morgan, you know what I mean? Like, how many opportunities are you going to get? You know what I mean? You're going to probably have an opportunity, you know what I mean? And then you lose it, and then you're going to try to build up for another opportunity. But it's like opportunities for Liv Morgan aren't probably going to be, every month. It's like there's a lot of competition with the females in WWE. So. For real. Like, all of a sudden you're rooting for someone and like you think they're going to be behind you the whole way. Then you start doing promos as the champ and they turn on you, It shows you how good of a talker you need to be. You got to have charisma. You can't just be fucking hot, if you're a girl. You know what I mean? Of course, obviously guys love that if the girl's beautiful, right? But for a lot of us, we want to be able to see like wrestling skill, right? And we also want to see microphone skill. That shit matters to be a complete wrestler, not like a model or just someone that's good looking. And same thing goes for the guys too. You can be a good looking guy, but if you got garbage mic skills or garbage in the ring, you're only going to go so far. One count. I like the camera angles that they're working with right now. I got this nice big quality TV here. I got NBA Saturday night. Looks like Michael B. Jordan there and someone else introducing. And then I'm still waiting for the XFL Orlando and Houston, which will be on in 15 minutes. And then someone can keep me up to date with NASCAR Xfinity if they choose to. That's the only thing I'm not watching live right now. I got 3 things, 2 on the computer, and then I got obviously this on the huge HD 4K TV here in the studio. Yes. And I'm really starting to fall. I'm half Japanese, so starting to see more of the Japanese stuff and how the females wrestle over there, how more physical it is, strong style. I like that, man. The Japanese wrestling is more like hardcore ECW, and that's what I like. Sometimes WWE is just too basic for me. But I am interested in that little A&E special where Hogan and they're talking about the NWO and some of those other things. That looks kind of interesting. So I might check that out. Putting her face through the cage here. That's cool that the holes are big enough for their head to fit in through. That would be fucked up though if they you had a big ass head and you stuck your head in there and got stuck. They actually had to cut you out. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. He's like, tomorrow's your dono day, brother. And he's already donated earlier today and a little bit here today as well. I appreciate that. And then we got NASCAR tomorrow, and I'll be there. Oh, Liv. Thank you, Mike. $5 dono on the cash app. Mike's like, I got more for you tomorrow for NASCAR. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Thank you. Let me know what you want to see. If you want some Kyle Busch or whatnot, I have that here just sitting here for now, so we'll throw that up. I appreciate you, and I hope he ends up kicking ass tomorrow. I'm excited. But you already know who I want to win. Nampa know-how. Let's go. So far, Elimination Chamber has been good. I figured this would be good. '23 EC Women. Yeah, the less matches, the better. And that's with Triple H. You don't need to have these crappy extra matches that are going to lead to more crap. You know what I mean? It's like you're already going to have 3 matches that look like they are going to be good, 2 that are going to be suspect. And then you don't want to have 2 more that are going to be bad on top of it. That's how you go from an 8 pay-per-view to a 6. And that's what we were getting when Vince was running it. Me too. Oh, Air Whitey loves Japanese wrestling, and he'll let me know when certain things are on for Stardom and, NJPW and stuff. But as far as the Japanese wrestling, you might not know who they are, all the different competitors and whatnot, but it's a fun style of wrestling to watch. That's facts. Oh, is it over already? When was the Xfinity race? I thought it was around this time. Was it on earlier today? Shit, I missed it. How good was Austin Hill last year? Can you give me the rundown of the top 5 of who was in the top 5 in the Xfinity? Oh, no worries. I wouldn't expect you to. I do so many things. It's not going to cater to every person. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm probably the person that does the most on YouTube for a variety of events. So, hey, it's okay. I totally understand. I just appreciate when people come in like you that don't give a crap about what I'm doing here, or Mike, with XFL and wrestling. It doesn't care. It's not his thing or your thing, but you guys are here to support and you donate, and that means everything to me. So I appreciate you. Oh, Hill won last year also? Oh. Oh, shit, the battle. Is that tonight with Mercedes Moné? Is that tonight in Japan? The battle? Oh, shit. I wanted to be able, I mean, I'd have to talk to Air Whitey to oh, yeah. Do you have to pay for that? I know Whitey's got links, you know what I mean? But I really wanted to see that. You know what I mean? There's not too many things that I like seeing in Japan, but if it's like Sasha Banks, you know, Mercedes, you know, of course I would love to watch. And you know, and you already know with certain wrestlers, Kenny Omega has a feud with a few people, and there's one guy in particular that he has a feud with, and usually when he does a match with him, it's like 5 stars. So Code Red. Oh. Two. Oh, the event is in California, not in Japan? Yeah, there you go. It's all good. You know, and like sometimes, you know, even when you're not a part of, you know, like the whatever event that I'm doing, there's going to be enough people in the room if you want to have conversations about stuff, you know, NFL related, any news, you know, or just want to hang out and occasionally comment, you know, or whatnot, you know. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it is better to be around positive people, you know. And like I said, there's people that come to the streams that don't even watch what I'm doing. They just come for the people in the room or for me. So, or me and the people that are in the room, like the mods. So I totally get it. So no worries, you know. And I know you can't really get outside like you would like to because with the toes, but at least you got to see your friends with the whole birthday celebration, and you guys were all dressed up, and hopefully everything was great. It looked like you guys had a good time. It's always good when you can get together with friends, even if it's just to go out for dinner. You know, have a meal, laugh, say hi, just get together. Like I called my dad, you know, just about an hour ago. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, you know, just to see how he was doing. And then my mom, I have to take her to like get an operation, some kind of, I don't think it's surgery, but she has like something on her eye that she has to get looked at. So I'm gonna have to take her to a place here on Tuesday, pick her up from her house, and then drop her off at home, and hopefully she'll be able to see properly. So I'll have to kind of like take care of her for a little bit. That'll be on Tuesday, but I still plan on streaming every day. So Cyberpunk in the building. The Avalanche. Yeah. Cyber, my boy. How are you, dude? Did the XFL, got a very, I mean, it was at noon, so I already knew that they would probably be like a shitty turnout, you know, but I did think there would be more people that were at least kind of interested, you know what I mean? But the interest will grow, I feel. Right now, you got too many people focused on wrestling and NBA. So it's like XFL, it just was a bad weekend to start, but you know, it is what it is. And the first game actually was pretty good between the Vegas Vipers and the Arlington Renegades. I actually enjoyed it. It was good. This was an Xfinity, Hill, Nemechek, Allgaier, Ratzlaff, Snyder. I don't even know a majority of those names, so I'll have to learn. Wrench Gang in the building. There we go. Let's go. And then tomorrow we got Daytona 500. Big splash. Daytona 500 at 11:30. It'll probably go 5 hours, and then as soon as it's over, we're going to go the NBA All-Star Game. So I'm excited. It's going to be a really fun Sunday, and I've had fun today so far. So, oh, nice. Yeah, my dad asked me, my birthday's in May, and he asked me, what do you want? I was like, well, if you can find some Julio baubles or Griffey baubles, that would be cool. And then I said, yeah, wrestling figures. I was like, try to get me Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk, you know, old stuff, Hulk Hogan, Big Boss Man, you know, so I'm, you know, he just tries to find like little knickknacks where, you know, someone could get like a scratch off lottery ticket. My dad would rather just spend like $5 to $20 and try to find an old figure for me. So that was cool. So I kind of gave him some ideas of, you know, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles. But I was like, old wrestling figures would be good. I mean, he gave me double Bushwhackers like a couple years ago and then this year. But, you know, my dad's getting a little older. I don't think he's got dementia. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with having double Bushwhackers, double Luke and double Butch. Carmella going for multiple pins. All right, now we got the skills competition going on State Farm All-Star Saturday night. And then Drew Holiday. So they got the Milwaukee Bucks there. And then the Orlando and Houston is starting in 6 minutes. So I'll keep posted with that for you guys too. So I guess I got everything I needed. I thought Xfinity might be on now too, but it's over. So that's one less thing I got to worry about. I did watch a little bit of the trucks. I think on Thursday or Friday. I won't lie. I actually kind of liked it. The shape and just, the sponsorships. It's very, very like a Cup and Xfinity. It was kind of weird. It was really crazy to see not chasing the Napa truck, but I already knew that sponsorship, that probably wouldn't happen. Wow. Carmella just hiding in the pod, huh? She's living that pod life. Well, it's strategy, right? He said, Kyle fucking Busch. Yeah. Oh, wow. Eliminated. He's like, she kicked out. Buster, get your camera angles. Here comes Liv. I'll give you a code red. Let's go, baby. Since I watched the game and I did it, Perez, they started off and it was Plitt. So some of these guys, they had Geronimo Allison, the former Packer on there. Vic Beasley, the former Falcon, was on there. And they started off really strong, for Vegas Vipers. And they were up 14-3 at half. And then the defense for Arlington Renegades, they got a pick six, a fumble, and then like a fumble for a touchdown, or maybe it was 2 picks. No, it was 2 picks for touchdowns, and then a fumble recovery, and then the whole momentum shifted in the second half, and then they fucking won. Bob Stoops was the head coach of the Renegades there, and then Rod Woodson was the coach of the Viper. It was fun, and then I think it ended up, 22-20? So I actually thought that the gameplay was better than expected, and it's better than the XFL from like a couple years ago. I mean, I'm going to continue to do it. I mean, I hope we can get, more than like 100 to 500 views when I do it. But again, this is just, Liv. What a move. Carmella. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, I know, but you got to look out for your health. You'll be hanging out with O-Doggy Dog tomorrow. We'll be screaming at the TV while you'll be eating the good barbecue. Let's get Asuka out there, baby. Love me some Asuka. Love me some Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel also with Asuka, she's gotten more popular than Shinsuke ever did, which is kind of sad. I mean, like I said, on how big they were in Japan and NXT, it's, but now with Asuka and this new kind of vibe, going back to like the NJPW and that kind of like the older vibe, I like it. Yeah. She's like, my head. Your head's too big to fit in there, Carmella. Big ass fat head. Oh. Yeah, backhand to the neck. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, XFL, hopefully they, they're doing games like Saturday, Sunday, Thursday. They're sprinkling them in. So there's going to be opportunities for me to do the game or like an NBA game. And then hopefully people get interested in it. I know it's going to be a hard sell for a lot of people. Let's be honest. It's not NFL. It's not college football. I get it. But I'm always willing to give something a shot, XFL, USFL, and then hopefully it's a good product. So. Yeah, defenses were good, though. I think defenses were good for both sides. I mean, there's a strength there, but maybe other teams will have better O-linemen. You know what I mean? You just have to look. I mean, they had Seattle is on the Vegas line is the favored to win. And then they had, I think Arlington Renegades was third, but I need to be able to look at the rosters. But I do agree. Offensive line could have been better from both teams. I agree. But it's not like the game was like 40-0 or it was like 6-3. Can you imagine if it was like 6-3? I'd be like, fuck, I don't know if I can do this. But then I have to watch the other teams to make sure they're not as shitty as that. So at least that, we had some action. And 2 defensive touchdowns in a game, that's a rarity on any league. High school, college, XFL, or USFL. Oh, big super kick. But I enjoyed it. I mean, of course, I'd love to be able to get more people in there, you know what I mean? But the time slot was kind of shitty. And I just felt like I should work hard. You know what I mean? When I'm on the fence and as long as my mental health is good, I woke up early at like 7 or 8 too. Took Paisley for an hour walk and I was just sitting there. It's like, do I do this or not? And I was just going to say fuck it and not do it. But I wanted to, have it recorded, a part of my, library on the channel. And, and then if people want to look, oh, he did the first game. And, because I don't think a lot of people are going to do XFL games, honestly. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Break her leg, break her arm. So let me pull your arm back, even though it doesn't hurt. Eyebrow twitching. Eliminated. They're like, Liv, you got the belt, and then guess what? You're moving down the ladder. You're going down the pecking order. You got the belt. You had the Kofi Kingston kind of story like Sami Zayn's got this year. And then you got to be champ, and then they turned on you. But they never really turned on Kofi, though. But you already knew Kofi's run was short. And obviously the Sami storyline. The storyline with the bloodline and Sami and Roman, that's some of the best storyline stuff we've seen in the last 10 or 20 years. So that I will give them. That's something that they actually did an amazing job, with Jimmy and Jay and everyone else. Not necessarily Pete Carroll. I'm just going through the photos here, but you know what I mean. I got to delete some of these other photos, make room for others. All right, there we go. What do you want to see, Mike? You want me to throw up a little Kyle Busch for you? Let's throw up a couple Kyle Busch for him. He loves Kyle Busch. Let's get him some Kyle Busch love for tomorrow. Daytona 500, baby. And I got to order some food at some point. Oh. I mean, the only person that would be entertaining in this would probably be Asuka, right? I mean, Asuka, 1, 2, 3. I mean, Carmella versus Bianca, unless they're trying to give Carmella a push, but Asuka deserves to have the belt or at least be there. You know what I mean? So I don't know what they're going to do, but 1, 2. But I think I'd rather see Asuka there. I know some people like Carmella, you know what I mean? But Asuka's deserving. I'm not really too sure about Carmella. You just came back. Like, you're going to be put in the main event or one of the big events against, Bianca Belair? Why? But we'll see. Because, I mean, if Bianca Belair goes against Carmella, like, what are the chances of her winning? 0%. But if it's Asuka, at least it's like 30%, where it's like you never know what they might do if they make a belt change. But Carmella's a 0, Asuka's like a 30. It's still going to be Bianca Belair. They're not going to let her drop it. But if she was, who would you rather her drop it to? Asuka, no question. There we go. Your boy got it. Let's go, baby. Asuka, baby. It's my cousin. Straight from Japan, baby. Yeah, I got that. Orlando. I got it on the TV. We got The Rock on there. I got Orlando and Houston queued up, and then the All-Star Saturday night is already in full swing with the skills competition. So we're watching that, and I have links on that too. So let's go. I mean, Asuka should always be in the top 3 in consideration, in my opinion. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, her. You know what I mean? Ronda Rousey and all these. No, you know what I mean? Like, for actual skill set and like believability that maybe Asuka could get the belt. She's had it before. You know what I mean? It would be shocking for Asuka to get the belt at WrestleMania, but it would give her WrestleMania moment. But also, it's like about creating more WrestleMania moments for Bianca and Charlotte as well. So we'll see what they do. But it would be really cool, even if it was only for a night or even a week or even a month, if Asuka got the belt and then she lost it and then gave it back to Bianca Belair. But that would be a cool moment. But I don't know if they're willing to do that because Bianca Belair is like the face of the women's division with Charlotte Flair. Would they really give it to face-painted Asian lady? Probably not. You know what I mean? And Americans, like Odin said, they don't appreciate the Japanese wrestlers. They really don't. You know, with Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura and all the other people that are in, you know, I feel like AEW appreciates, you know, obviously ROH and NJPW with the Japanese crossover. They love it. They appreciate it. But I feel like WWE and their fans are the only ones that they don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of sad. I know there's some American fans and, you know, that appreciate the foreign-born wrestlers and whatnot. But, I mean, she's good. She's entertaining. Let's go. That's what we want. You know, it's like, what are the chances of her winning? Not good, but they're higher than anyone else unless it was Bianca and Charlotte. If you really want something like exciting and spicy, you want me to get fucking ready, then you put both of them in a match, you know, one-on-one. Even Becky Lynch, it's like, nah, you know, you're a name, you know what I mean, but you're not on the Asuka level. She's a better, you might be better on the mic, but she's foreign, so she's not going to be able to speak proper English, you know what I mean? But as far as in-the-ring ability, Asuka's 10 times better than the man, you know, and there's only a few that are really, really good, you know, in the ring, but also if you can bring it on the mic. And I think Bianca Belair has been getting better. I think Charlotte Flair might be probably the best one overall. And that is the reason why that, you know, with the Flair name, but what she does, but you know, you just want to have those others, the, you know, Becky Lynch's and the Asukas to get a chance, but you know, it has to be believable. And when you make one person champ for so long, like almost Roman Reigns, no matter who they go against, you never think they're going to win. You know, it's just like you made them too good, you know, based off storyline that there's no like realistic opportunity. This is cool. I'm going to watch this. Yeah. NWO. New world order. You know, I love me some NWO. And they'll both be able to do some athletic moves, and they'll bring it. But Belair and Charlotte Flair, that would be the most evenly woman for woman, champ for champ matchup we've probably seen in a long, long time. We were waiting for another version of Charlotte to come along, and we finally got one. 7.5. Said 7.5 to 8.8. Or maybe he just meant 8. He said, yeah, 8. We got Terrell Buckley, Paxton Lynch, Chris. Was it? Is that Conti? Who is that? No, that's not. Wade Phillips, Emmanuel Ellerby. Okay. Orlando versus Houston. I imagine Houston will win this. I mean, fuck, if Paxton Lynch is your quarterback, you're fucked. Oh, shit. Ronda Rousey, that's Lenny's favorite. Ronda. Can't wrestle, can't talk. You're just there because you're a big name. Liability to get other people hurt. Sloppy in matches. All right, here we go. Orlando and Houston about to kick off. I got to check up on Paisley here, and I got to figure out. I didn't get a chance to really smoke my pre-rolls. I did it this morning. I think I'm only down to a few, though. Your boy needs more. XFL, Orlando, Houston, Paxton Lynch is out there, and they're fucked. They're like, okay, we draft Paxton. Oh, fuck. All right, we'll see. Maybe Paxton Lynch will do something. I doubt it. We'll see. I did see that, and I'm not happy about it. I know he wants to prove himself, and if he fails, then he can just go back to Kansas City maybe at some point. But leaving Mahomes and Kelsey, I mean, you could have been the best OC in the world. But I guess certain people have goals to be able to be a head coach and build your own squad and whatnot. But the Washington organization is a dumpster fire. That's like one of the worst places you could fucking go. The owner is a fucking piece of shit. They have a bunch of sexual and misconduct and racist shit that goes on in that building. They don't take care of their stadium. They don't take care of the players. I don't know. It's a dog shit organization. I wouldn't want to go there. We already know Cleveland Browns are kind of dog shit, based on the Deshaun Watson and giving them the guaranteed money. And the Texans are kind of like in shambles as well. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Anywhere but there. You know what I'm saying? They have players there. It's not like they don't have talent. He's got players there, but it's a shitty organization. They don't treat people right there. I mean, they had investors watching as the cheerleaders were changing while they were doing their photo shoot for the bikini stuff. Creeper status. Who the fuck does that? Daniel Snyder does. Him and his other, pervy creeper investors, It's like, the cheerleaders are going to Hawaii for a photo shoot, and then you got a bunch of these old fucking, creepers there just staring and doing whatever. I don't know. This is not for me, man. I never will root for an organization like that. Yeah, I think a lot of us had some hopes, for Rhonda. But again, when you're going from punching someone in the face as hard as you can to have to open the fist up and have to learn how to fake punch and hit and not hit for full strength and be able to do moves, you still are robotic because you move around the ring like you're an MMA star. You still haven't learned how to move in the ring as a wrestler. And your mic skills are bad. Your moves are bad. You know what I mean? Some people can transition. Some people can't. It's funny how you could think like a Pat McAfee, a Bad Bunny, and a Logan Paul, all in different things, can come in and be more smoother than her. But again, when you're built to be a killer, in the ring in UFC, it's hard to flip the switch from like, I'm going to end you to like, let's have a match. It's just not in the DNA. So, yeah, when Snyder steps down, you know what I mean? But that organization has so much drama behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And there's players on the team that I like. Scary Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, Payne. They got a really good D-line. They got good weapons at wide receiver and running back. They got guys there. Robinson, Gibson. They got players. You know what I'm saying? They should have went with Heineke for the whole year. That was stupid trying to replace him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just, it's good that he got an opportunity as an assistant head coach, OC, whatever, but maybe he's just not a good leader. That's what I have to. I don't know all the details, but if you get 17 or 18 interviews and you don't get picked and you're the best OC in football or top two, number one in all the categories, why are you not getting a job? It's not just because he's black. And even though there's teams that are racist, let's not act like that's not true. There's definitely teams that will never hire a foreign person in their building. It's just, that's how it will not be said publicly, but it's just the facts. You look at the Rooney Rule, it's bullshit. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? There's certain organizations that will let women come up. They will let, Mexican, Asians, and blacks come up. And there's other organizations that are, they're just going to stick to the Caucasian owner and then the Caucasian people in the building. And that's just real. And some people don't want to talk about that, but that's the truth. But I don't think that every team is racist or has something against foreign people. You know what I mean? But it is kind of sad where the foreign people have to work harder just to be able to prove themselves to get a job. I mean, shit, we've had a special teams coach get a head coaching job, and OCs and DCs get, jobs, and guys that barely have had experience over Bieniemy. So something has to give. What is it? What is it with him? Is he a really good play caller, but he's not a good communicator? Is he not a leader? Because he doesn't come across to me as like an Andy Reid type. And maybe that's what they see too. He doesn't really come across to me as a guy that can lead a team. I hope he can, but realistically, he'll probably be fired in 2 years. Not to be a hater, but, I want him to come back to Kansas City, but I know he wants to try to win without Mahomes or Kelsey, but you ain't going to win there. Sorry, You got the Cowboys, you got the Eagles. Yeah, he could probably get them to the playoffs, but it's a first-round exit. So, exactly. Orlando unis, yeah, they're not like the Orlando Magic or anything. Sometimes the uniforms don't dictate where they're from or their colors. Yeah, but we'll see how it works out with both of them not working together. I can't really see it being any better, you know what I mean? But all right, Lashley coming out. Plus, how many more years does Andy Reid really have coaching? You know, and even if you bring in like someone like Nagy or something, like how do you know? I mean, the chemistry is going to be, you're going to have the personnel, but to act like certain OCs, DCs, and coaches don't matter is silly. Shit matters. But it's not like Bieniemy can't be replaced with someone else that's really creative, you know, especially with the pieces that the Chiefs have. I would just like to see them improve more pieces on the offensive line, even though they only gave up 0 sacks to the team that had the most, and more defense. I just want to see the Chiefs get better defense out there. All right, we're still watching State Farm All-Star Saturday night. Looks like they're doing the team shooting competition. I don't think anyone really gives a shit. And then it's Orlando 6, Houston 0. They must have got a tutty, but I didn't see it. I imagine Mike did. Alex Smith. Nice. Always good when you can get your Devils to win, bro. Brock Lesnar. See, Brock is that guy that would, did the wrestling and, did the like MMA thing, but, it's like he's an icon, man. You know what I'm saying? There's not many people that are like Brock. He's got the look. Never was really great on the microphone. That's why he had Paul Heyman. But you've seen him try. Not having Paul Heyman anymore and him being with Roman. You're seeing him, try to show his personality, and he actually has gotten a little bit better. I wouldn't say Brock Lesnar is good on the mic, but he's a hell of a lot better than what he was before. And more practice on the mic will get you better, but you have to be authentic. So, exactly. Wrestling is not. I mean, you know what I mean? You got to have the look. You know what I mean? You got to have the skill set. You have to have the microphone skills. There's a lot that goes involved. You think? Be like, fuck your shoe. Like Dave Chappelle. Got. If these guys got in a fight, though, like for real, like fist fight, who would you pick between these two? I imagine if Lashley got a good pop on the chin, he could knock Brock out. But with Brock's wrestling background, I think I would probably go Brock just because of his MMA and wrestling background. He probably could get him in a hold and then, either punch his fucking face in or fucking choke his ass out. I know Bobby's strong as fuck too, but I think the overall skill set, I think Brock's got a little bit more, skill set wise. Oh, see ya. I like it when we get a 5-year-old coming in here and they do 2 words that aren't even English. Show match. No. He said, show match. Leave now. Big clothesline to Lashley. Yeah. But how long ago has it been since Bobby has been doing it, though? That's a long time ago for Bobby. Things have been a little bit more recent with Brock, but I do understand and I do agree with you. Yeah, a big guy like that's going to be hurt. My ass. We're in the match like 2 minutes in, and like they're hurt. No. I love it when the wrestlers try to sell and they like, oh my God, he's so hurt. Like, bro, do you see how tough these motherfuckers are and what they've done in the past? Like they're gonna get one shot into a bicep and they're gonna go down for 5 minutes. No, don't be stupid. F5. See you later. 2. Brock Lesnar. All-Star Saturday night. Team Atatutumkos 0. Team Rooks 100. Team Jazz 300. Team Atatutumkos garbage. They're at 0. And then Team Utah, the Utah team won. I don't think anyone cares though. All right, another F5. F5. See ya, Bobby. You think so? What's the age between both of them too? Someone look that up. How old is Bobby and how old is Brock? I know they're a little bit older than people think based off. I mean, they're both in great physical shape, you know, for their age, but they're getting up there in age. No. Big spear. I mean, at this point in their careers, Bobby Lashley has something to gain. Brock has nothing to gain. He's already like, you know, he already had his little run. So I would assume Bobby Lashley will win this match. You know what I mean? Because it's like if Brock wins, what are they going to do? Are they going to put a belt around him? It's like if you don't got no belt around Brock, then it's like they can usually use him as a pawn for someone else to get, you know, a little bit more pub and to move up the ladder. So both are 46. They both great shape. How much steroids is Bobby doing though? Brock is 45, but 46 in July. They look great for their age. Trust me, most people will never look like that ever in their lifetime. What's going to happen to Bobby Lashley's body after he stops doing roids? He's going to look like Lex Luger. He's going to turn down to like 100 pounds and look like Urkel. Is that what's going to happen? Because that fucking steroid shit, and that'll fuck you up. I mean, you go from being big, and then all of a sudden you look like a fucking shell of yourself. Oh, nice little low blow for Brock. Right in the dingleberries. Right in the acorns. Right in the ho-hos. Right in the Twinkie. And that's how they end it? They end it like that? This is like a Vince McMahon type of finish. We end it like that? A kick to the nutsack? And then right into the acorns, and that's it? I don't like that. I don't like that. No, F5 to the ref. See ya. Bye. Triple threat, Bray, Bobby, Rock. That's what they should do. That's what they should do. Triple threat will be better than one-on-one. All the spell cheeks. I mean, for WrestleMania, that would be better. I mean, if we get Lashley and Bray, I mean, I'm not really sure how exciting that is. But at least if you get Brock, then you can have some like double team moves, and you know it'll be like one guy beating up another guy while one guy's hurt and gets up and you know disturbs another guy from doing a big move. So I think that for WrestleMania, that would be perfect to do a triple threat. If they do one-on-one, it's going to be like, you know. I hope Bray comes out. It's my boy. Oh, shit. Let's do it again. Golly! Right through the table. See you later, Bobby. Which doesn't even hurt him. He's like, oh, did you actually throw me? Oh, he's going to do it to the ref, too. He's like, fuck it. You go, too, bro. See you later, ref. Give one to Corey Graves, too, bitch ass. I don't know how I feel about that. So I already thought that this one was going to be not that great. So I was right about that. This one, pretty good. Could have been better, though. You know, and I don't have any expectations with this. So we got to hope that the men's kills it, Seth Rollins. And hopefully this is good. But right now, it's kind of leaning towards like a 7 pay-per-view. Hopefully we get it to at least an 8 for this and this being great to move the number up 1. Yeah. All right, now State Farm all Saturday night. We went from the skills. I assume this is the 3-point contest. They got Kenny the Jet Smith. We didn't miss anything in the skills competition. It was absolutely terrible. So even though the views would have been higher, not really worth watching. I'm watching it, though. And then we got the XFL Orlando and Houston. I got that on the other screen, too. Could have been better, though. I know you're a Bobby Lashley fan, though. And you know how I feel about Bobby Lashley. He's like Mr. Irrelevant. Guy has matches every fucking week, and we never remember anything that ever happens in any of them ever. You know what I mean? He's like, he's in all these matches. You know, he's got the look. You know, he's a big superstar. But it's like, I don't know. I just, none of his stuff, it really sticks. It's like you have a bunch of Bobby Lashley matches right here in my hand. I throw them against the wall. They all slide to the ground. And none of them stick. You know what I mean? Yeah, Seth as Joker is the best. It's my boy, dude. Seth Rollins should have the belt, period. If it's not Roman, it should be Seth. I mean, you can give it to Cody, you can get it to Sami Zayn, but, I mean, this is the biggest superstar that you have that you haven't taken care of in the last 5 years and treated like a piece of shit, like he's nothing. Guys should have an IC belt or a fucking world, heavyweight belt around his waist at, like, all the time or most of the time. Becky Lynch trying to be like Batman. She did a good job in Young Rock and Cyndi Lauper, though. I'll give her that. Well, there's not very many people that like Bobby Lashley. You love Bobby Lashley, so you're defending him. That's okay that you love him and that's your guy. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you that, it's hard for me to watch his matches. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I wish that the matches were better, but I have to have a proper expectation for bigger guys. You know what I mean? So I like usually like the mid-level and the smaller guys, more like Lucha Libre style or hardcore style. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with you liking Bobby Lashley, bro. All right, no worries. I'm going to go check up on Paisley here. What's the next match that we got going on? We got 3-point contest coming up here. 6-0 Orlando up on Houston. Yeah. Well, it wasn't really with that comment. It was about the champion, like, a high school, college wrestling champ. I know you like him, bro. It's all good. It's totally cool if if you're a Bobby Lashley guy, totally cool. You know what I'm saying? He's just not for me. I'm more of a Seth Rollins guy. So. Yeah, Bobby won by disqualification. A kick to the gonads from Brock. Right into the ding dong, right into the acorns. $25. Let's get to a hundo. Otherwise, your boy's going to be eating fucking air sandwiches tonight. Let's go, baby. We don't want no fingernail sandwiches. Air sandwiches. There we go. Cyberpunk. He's coming through. $25 from Cyberpunk. Appreciate you, Cyber. Cyberpunk, $25 dono. He doesn't want me to be homeless. Appreciate you. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. $25 dono. Racks on racks. Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Let me know what you want to see for photos. If there's anything that you specifically want to see, Cyber, and I got you. Appreciate you. Halfway to the goal. Oh, it definitely wouldn't be a lopsided ass whooping. I mean, Bobby is ripped as a motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Of course, if Bobby got a punch to the chin or in the eye socket or the temple, of course you're going to go down. Yes, thank you so much. It's been a very trying time in the last couple months. So we definitely still have that goat that helps us, maintain. And we'd be fucked without Cyberpunk. So that's a fact. Thank you. Appreciate you. 50 to go. Yeah? Lenny, my boy. And I appreciate you getting that Undertaker too. I actually have it on underneath my hoodie, but I wear it all the time. I got my Kenny Omega that I wear all the time from Odin's son, right? I got my Undertaker Hall of Fame that I got from Lenny D. I love wearing the wrestling shirts. So, I'll cut the sleeves off the motherfuckers, right? Because I like my arms to be free, but yeah, that's my preferred. Oh, Georges St. Pierre. Oh, shit. Dude, he was awesome. Dude, he was awesome in his prime. St. Pierre. He was paid to be there, but he wanted to hang. Oh, that's awesome. It's not Hoist Gracie? Hoist Gracie, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion, UFC 1. Then they had Ken Shamrock. And remember then they had that big brother, like the huge guy that weighed like 700 pounds, go against that little tiny white dude. And then they were battling it out, and he was like trying to bring him down. They had some crazy fucking matchups in UFC early on where it's like weight class didn't matter. It was like, whatever. The guy weighs 180. The other guy weighs 700. Go in there. Big Papa Pump. Yes. Of course, dude. And I don't have a whole lot of Undertaker stuff, so it meant a lot, man. I got figures and stuff, but I don't have like T-shirts of him or anything. And yeah, I wear it all the time. Sometimes I wear it 2 days in a row. All right, let's go to the Big Papa Pump. All right, so next match is here. I don't expect anything from this. Big Papa Pump is all natural. You see Bobby Lashley and Lesnar and all these guys, doing all this drugs and steroids. I mean, at least there's one guy out there that did it just 100%, just eating properly, right, and lifting weights. I mean, that's all you do, right? You eat properly and you lift weights and you look like that. I mean, there's no drugs there. There's no steroids there. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Natural. Holla if you hear me. Oh, Hoist Gracie's a legend. I still got fucking UFC 1 on VHS. Like, I got all that old shit. Like, I was one of the original people that was like, that bought that shit, that watched that shit back in the day. Big Papa Pump. The Glamazon is here. I met Beth Phoenix at NXT TakeOver Portland, and she was awesome. You know what I mean? I got to hang out with her for a second, talk with her. She was cool. She was doing commentary at the time. And then got to dap Keith Lee up and talk to him for a second. And Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne when they had the tag belts and came out in the tank and whatnot. And then Poppy performed. It was awesome. That was right before COVID. Maybe when I stream, I should get one of these, like the chain. Maybe I should get one of those, huh? Big Papa O-Dog. Yes, lots of Canadians. They're good for the business. It's crazy to see Big Papa Pump when he had dark hair. God, man, crazy. It's like two totally different people. Who the fuck is this guy? Like NWO came around and he just flipped. He's like, oh yeah, I love this shit. He's like, this isn't cool. Dark hair. I'm gonna shave that shit. Give myself a little blonde goatee like Hogan. Appreciate you, Cyber. That is a good question. I would assume it would be more beneficial for Finn and Ripley to win because Ripley's being pushed right now. What does Edge and Beth Phoenix have to gain to win? Nothing. So I would assume that Ripley will win. That would be the smart choice. You don't have someone eliminate everyone and be in the Royal Rumble for fucking being like one and going and beating everyone, and then all of a sudden being in this match and just losing. Yeah, for real. I like Judgment Day too. They're my favorite. Like I said, I liked Undisputed Era. There was a few different, things that, were around and they're not around anymore. But as far as like new factions on AEW or WWE, this is my favorite faction by a billion. Like, it's by far the best. It's kind of got the Undertaker Ministry vibe, but it's like 2023 vibe. It's like different wrestlers. It's that dark vibe. And I like all four people in it, even though Dom is, still trying to learn. But it's a good place for him to be, so he can be relevant. He can't be by himself. So if anyone has the most to benefit from this, it's Dom. Damian Priest can do it on his own. Finn can do it on his own. Ripley can do it on its own, on her own. But Dom needs help, and that was the perfect situation. I love the name. I love the colors, the purple and the black and the smoke. Everything is perfect about Judgment Day. I wouldn't change one thing. And then the thing that they got rid of, Edge, was perfect because too old. You know what I mean? And he's not going to be full-time anymore anyways, Oh, no. Did you go to the dispensary? Yeah, don't do Tim's, dude. Timberlands. I mean, like I said, I usually wear slides, but if I'm going to go walk the dog, I'll throw the LeBrons on. No, because I think he's engaged or married or whatever, and she's got a man too, so I highly doubt it. Just storyline. But a lot of them mingle with each other. You know what I mean? It's like fucking Grey's Anatomy in the fucking wrestling world. Everyone is hooking up with everyone in that fucking show in the hospital. Everyone, there's a lot of people hooking up with people, obviously, in the wrestling business. If you're traveling on the road, you know, regardless if they're married or not, you know what I mean? It'd probably be pretty hard to, you know, unless you were actually a, very disciplined, good person, you know what I mean? But obviously, being a wrestler, if you're single or not, there probably would be quite a bit of temptation. There was a lot more, in the 80s and the 90s, but yeah. Yeah, Edge is from Canada. Yeah, and there's going to be a few people dressed up as Bret Hart. I just saw one that they cut to. Oh, Bull Nakano. That's awesome. Here we go. And you already know the crowd is going to be super lit for Sammy. The energy of the crowd when Sammy comes out, when they have his theme song, oh. I mean, it's going to be, it's kind of funny when you get the oh song. So you got it with Becky Lynch, you got it with Seth, and you got it with Sami Zayn. But when you can do the, O or A, and you can have the chant, and they follow you, I mean, it's big. It's one of those things that, it drives people together to sing together. And there's nothing like that, in wrestling when you have that kind of support. Unless you're like a Bryan Danielson, and then you're just fucking over. Ooh. Edge has worked very hard to get back to this point, so I respect that. Even if Edge and Christian were not your favorites, Matt and Jeff Hardy, the Dudleys, I kind of lean more towards those guys, but I still respected what, Edge and Christian accomplished together. And even in singles competition with them. Yeah, I like the Bull Nakano little face thing that she got going on. All right, let's go, Ripley. And I love it, too, that Ripley is getting a big push because she's like one of the only ones that doesn't fit the mold, like kind of Asuka, being Japanese with the face paint, with all these like beautiful model-looking wrestlers, blonde or brunette, you know what I mean, or redhead. And then you got someone that is kind of more emo, more goth look. I like her. Like I said, I like her just as much as I like Charlotte Flair or Bianca Belair. And I would love to see Ripley have the belt. Like, I don't think they're going to unify them anytime soon. They're going to be able to have one or another. But Ripley would be awesome with the belt with Judgment Day. Hopefully they don't break that up when she gets the belt. But I would love to see Ripley with the belt. Well-deserved. And she's been coming up the ladder. And I actually like, if she used to look like the way that she used to, which she's actually really pretty. She actually has like a model. If you go back and look at the pictures of her when she first came up, she was cute, and not that she's not cute now, she just has a different type of look. But I like this look a billion times better than what she used to look like, just like she would have looked like every other girl. But with this, she stands out as being unique, different. And I love the tattoos. I love the look. She's good on the mic. Yeah, she's definitely the up and coming, the Bianca Belair that we had. Now you got her. So, obviously you don't have Sasha Banks there anymore, but Ripley's there, right? Bianca Belair is there. Charlotte's there. You got something there for show. Candace in the building. How are you? We got Tyler Hero in the 3-point contest. Oh. Yeah, but Riddle and Pete Dunne were chill. And like I said, Keith Lee was probably the coolest. Him and Beth Phoenix. You know what I mean? Like, when you have seats right on the rail, like in the front row, right there when they're entranceway, you get a little opportunities that most fans in the front row don't get unless those people walk, wrestlers and announcers walk past them. But everyone has to walk out. So, right in the giblets. Beth Phoenix in the giblets. Edge running. Dom leaving the arena. Dom says bye. I saw your comment there, Odin. Oh, Rhea Ripley. If you think, that's going to be much, much better once we get to Sammy. There's Dom. So we got this, and then we got this. Who are we going here? Do we have a particular prediction here? This one is interesting because it could go a couple different ways, depending on where they want to put the, that particular individual. But they're saying, fuck you, Dominic. Canadian fans are wild, bro. Fuck you, Dominic fucking Chance. Love it. They wouldn't be doing that in America unless it was like in New York. Maybe Chicago. There's only a few cities that get really, really after it in the United States. He says. Yeah. Little pump handle. All right, Orlando and Houston still 6-6 now, beginning of the second quarter. And then we got a 3-point contest, Julius Randle. And then we got, obviously, this matchup here on the Peacock Network. How are both teams looking so far, Mike? I got it on my screen right here, but it's hard to watch three things at once and then talk in the chat. But it's 6-6. So hopefully there will be more scoring. Superplex, let's do it. Superplex, let's go. Get up there, Ripley. Superplex. Let's go. Love it. The rings have so much more give than they used to. Way more give than they used to. I mean, you'd be seeing that shit in ECW. They would be doing it to the outside. Concrete. Oh. Edge is on those Canadian steroids. Look at him. Ah, he says, ah. Oh, so I'm trying to stop his ass. And the figure four. Oh, shit. I like that submission. Yeah. No, yeah. He's like, mommy. Yeah. He said, don't be a bitch and tap out. Look at Dom's frills on his pants. Oh, shit. Big headbutt by Ripley. Love that. Boom, right in the back of the neck. Lights out. Beezy. Oh, it's over. The Nux. It's over. Should have been 3. Phoenix is like, you got to go there. She's like, oh, shit, I'm too late. And the guy's like, 1, 2. But one thing that I can, admit to is I'm seeing a little bit of like this, All-Star Saturday. It's definitely not as good as this. So even if some of the matches are underwhelming a little, what we're watching right now is way better than what the NBA shit is on. I'm watching right now. It's nothing special. Oh. They absolutely did. It's like 1, 2, and then she was supposed to run in, and the guy was like, It's like you gotta jump in to at least make me not put my hand all the way down. Here we go. The women doing the power bomb to the men. Tough old ladies there. Everybody done. Orlando and Houston 6-6 in the XFL. We got Lori Markkinen in the 3-point contest. It's like the least interested I think I've been in the competition factor. Hopefully the All-Star game tomorrow will live up to its history, and hopefully it'll be better than what we've seen yesterday and today with the festivities. Utah being a host, no bueno. Could have been much better. Oh, we're rearranging the furniture? A rearrangement. She's like, I'm going to hit you in the head, but I'm going to aim the chair about 3 feet away from your head. No. Mommy! Gaga! Edge. Suicide dive, Edge on Dom. I mean, if the match doesn't mean anything, they can have Edge win because he's from Canada, right? So I mean, it doesn't mean anything for Ripley, right? So maybe they'll play up to the crowd because obviously they'll do that depending on where they're at. If the belt isn't on the line, it's just for fun. You know what I mean? You can always have like the underdog that shouldn't win because the event is there. For the fans, make them happy in Canada. There it is. They're like, Ripley's not, this is not for a belt. Let's have her lose. It don't matter. Let's support the Canadians. All right, we'll go here. Well, so far, the pay-per-view has been like a 6 or a 7. I'm really hoping for these last 2 to get it up to an 8. It's not going to be an 8.5. It's not going to be a strong 8. It's not going to be a fucking 9 or a 10. And this might underwhelm based on how it finishes. It's like you have it on paper and it looks good, but how is it going to end? And we'll see. So, and then hopefully this will be good. Montez Ford could, have a belt at some point, around his waist too. When I look at this talent here, Montez Ford could be a champion on somewhat level. Seth should already be a champ. Damian Priest could be a guy that could be IC champ at one point or another. And then, oh boy, the champ right now. That's a joke. That's Vince's boy. He's okay. You know what I mean? But, if they took the belt off of him, I don't think anyone would care. No one gives a shit about Austin Theory. I hate you, he said. I hate you. Yeah. Sarah, I'm your child. That's funny. All right. Almost towards the end. All right. So we got this next. Any predictions here? And then we have the main event.
At Charmin, we're all about the science of softness. So we doubly tested our Charmin Ultra Soft.
I mean, it'd be really cool if they did something like out of character, like Sammy wins the belt, Jimmy or Jay, comes in and helps him. And then, obviously with the bloodline, Roman can always get the belt back, like Monday. You know what I mean? It can be before WrestleMania, but I doubt that they'll give Sammy the belt. You know what I mean? But it would be cool, that, even if it's only for a night or a week, sometimes just giving that guy that notoriety, even if it's short-lived. It means a lot, but it all depends on, it depends on the storyline and how they want to be able to do things. Because obviously they're going to be doing more of the bigger build-up, where obviously Roman and Cody. So. I don't know. Probably Austin Theory will probably win, I would assume. You know what I mean? I mean, the only other one that is good enough to be able to represent properly is Seth, but they don't really take care of Seth. He's like one of the biggest names, and they treat him like he's dog shit, like he's a scraps. Like, he could be the face of WWE. Like, I don't understand why they don't understand that. Like, I get it with Roman and whatnot, but they are in good hands. It's like 2 of the original members of the Shield. I mean, even if Ambrose was still there, I mean, you've seen all 3 of them have success, and they probably are the most decorated trio, arguably, of all time. Everyone has had a championship run, and it's not close to being over for any of the three of them. So unless Roman goes into acting or something, but I mean, Theory, even though I don't like him, I don't see anyone else winning this besides him or Seth. That's just Seth is deserving, but I don't know. I could definitely see Theory keeping the belt and winning. Hell, they've been doing that for fucking 5 to 10 years. He went years without even a belt. They can put him over, but in the time that you're putting people over, they could have gave him an IC belt a couple years ago. You know what I mean? At least like make him feel like, you know what I mean? I know if I was Seth Rollins, I'd be a little bit like, dude, I'm like the biggest face that you have here. Yeah, you're giving Roman this push, but Seth is a better talker. Seth has the crowd behind him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Seth has always been my favorite, not only in the Shield, but in the company. So I just feel like they didn't do him. They could have given him more belts along the way while he was doing that and more important matches. You know what I mean? I know everyone has their run, you know what I mean? But I mean, like if you had Seth and Roman, that's going to be a better matchup than most people think. Not only because of the Shield history, but Roman's a bigger wrestler, but Seth can wrestle big wrestlers his size or smaller guys. I think he's the most versatile wrestler that WWE has in their arsenal. If you put Roman against a small guy, it's not going to be good. You can hope it's good, but I don't know. I just don't like seeing like top tier Hall of Fame talent, go that long after having their run, and then obviously going, against the Shield and breaking them up and turning on them and going heel. But it's like, think about how many years ago that was since Seth has been relevant. It's been a long time. I think him and KO went like 3 to 5 years with like no belt. That's ridiculous. I know there's a shitload of talent. I get it, but what's best for business, baby? I hope Seth wins, but I would assume Theory will win. Champion. And even United States Championship is too low for Seth. That's like a slap in the face. They had hardcore and they had like European. That's like, I love the hardcore belt. They should bring that back, but I know they won't. But like European belt and this shit, this is not, I don't know. This is like the least prestigious belt. You know what I mean? You put this belt around Seth, it's a slap in the face. It's like the most irrelevant belt that they have. Yeah? What makes you think that? Besides just a hunch. I like Priest and Ford. I like both of them too. I think Montez could be Intercontinental or, depending on, if they split up the group and whatnot or whatever. But Mike's got the update on the score, 12-6, Houston, Roughnecks. So from you watching that second game, the XFL, I watched the first one. What do you think? Is it garbage? Is it good? I mean, it could be worse, 12-6 at halftime. The other matchup with Vegas Vipers was 14-3 against the, what was it? United States champion. Yeah, he's better than that too. Priest is more of like IC champ. Some Johnny Wrestling, yeah. Oh, yeah. It just sucks when you see guys have awesome matches on NXT and then they just get buried, Yeah, but Montez could be champion at one point, like ICE or, it just depends if you have to go down the ladder, who they want to push and promote. You know what I'm saying? But if I had my choice after Roman's run is over, if they give it to Cody, Cody goes against Seth, Seth beats him, Seth is champ. That's what I would want to do. So, oh, Damian Lillard. What did he get? 26? Lillard. It's my boy. Dame Dalla. Oh, he's locked in. Dame Dalla. 26 points, too, is good. Woo! He's got great form, too. Representing the 503, baby. Weber State. He's got the Weber State jersey on, too. That's awesome. I think he just eliminated the Pacer cat. He's like, fuck. Final round score, 26, Lillard. First round, Halliburton had 31 in the first round. Holy shit. His form is all fucked up, though. It's like the ugliest form ever. It's like Bill Cartwright. What is that? Halliburton, Jesus. Go back to school and learn how to shoot. I see that. His form is terrible, though. It's like off to the side. Yeah. I like the diversity of all these guys. Like if I'm looking at all the participants, I actually like almost all of these guys, honestly. They're except for Theory. I mean, that's Vince's boy, but you know what I mean? He is getting better on the mic, but he's just not for me. You know what I mean? But I watched a lot of these guys, go through the ranks and whatnot. And yeah, I do like me some Johnny Wrestling. That would probably be the least likely guy to win it all, right? But you never know. What's up with that form, though? Weird form. He's a good player. I'll give him that. You know what I mean? But it's just weird form. On the bubble, Lillard. Fuck. Oh, Did Lillard get eliminated? Or is he good? 17 for Halliburton. Did Dame win it? Did Dame win the contest? He's celebrating right now. Did Dame just win the 3-point contest? Let's go. I think Dame just won the 3-point contest. Oh, yeah, Bill Cartwright. Damian Priest, Damian Lillard. Coincidence? I think not. Fuck yeah, Lillard won. My boy! Fuck yeah. Nice job. Yeah, baby. Represent the Blazers. 3-point champ, Dame Dalla. Hell yeah. Another award to his resume. Nice job, Dame. I'm glad I looked up and caught that. Nice job. Fuck yeah. And then we got the dunk contest. It could have, if they had Shaden Sharp in there, he'd have a chance to win that for the Blazers like Anthony Simons did, but hell yeah, Dame Dalla. That's the most, I think with the dunk contest, it's something, but 3-point contest champion, first 3-point contest champion from the Blazers ever. So, hell yeah. What a class act Dame is. So happy that we have someone that we can actually respect, from our hometown state, based off of like a professional organization. He does things the right way. Good dude. And he's a good community dude too, which I love. He actually cares about people. Oh yeah. 18-6 Houston. What the hell happened? Was it a defensive touchdown? Offensive touchdown. What happened? 27-yard rushing TD by Max Borchi. Johnny Wrestling coming out. Wow, 18. Let me watch this replay down here. I got Dame shooting threes, winning it with the Weber State, his college jersey. Oh, nice run. He said, get the fuck out of my way. Nice. Wow. Roughnecks are pouring it on. Orlando stinks. They got Paxton Lynch as the quarterback. You already knew they were going to be garbage. 18-6 Houston Roughnecks. That one's over. Yeah, well, I got the XFL on the bottom left. I got the State Farm All-Star Saturday Night on the top left. Me right at you, and then I got the wrestling on the TV here. Multitasking at its very best. All right, that'd be awesome if it happens. Okay, and then what is the stipulation with everything? So whoever wins is just the champion with the belt. So it's like whoever. So Theory has a chance to drop it, right? Because, I mean, with Seth getting this belt, this is like a shitty belt, dude, you know, for Seth Rollins standards, but whatever. I guess a belt is better than no belt. It's my guy, dude. Seth fucking Rollins, dude. Liked him the most, you know, early on. Tyler Black, and it hasn't changed. Like, there's been other guys that have come in, like AJ Styles, you know, others, you know, Kevin Owens and whatnot, Randy Orton, that's the OG, but nothing is, you know, I mean, I obviously like Moxley more than Roman too, but not, this is, I mean, for me right now, it's like Seth Rollins, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Bryan Danielson. Those are my 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my 5. Those are the 5 that I enjoy watching the most. Ooh, good tackle. Crowds love chanting. Whoa, 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 whoa. They do it with her, Becky Lynch, Seth. Everyone loves the oh, whoa, whoa. Crowd participation at its finest. Had to flip the background since we're on this match. It's okay if I cover up Theory's face. We don't want to see him. We don't want to cover up Reed, though. Fans are in it. Just imagine if Seth didn't have the knee injury, too. He'd be doing way more flips out of the ring, way more high flying. That definitely, you know, he had to modify his career a little bit after that. You know, but it's not like career ending or anything like that. But if you watch younger Seth with how crazy he would be and going out of the ring, high flying, you know, he's a different wrestler than he was. Mike's skills, though, have gotten tremendously better over the years, too. Yeah, Johnny Wrestling, baby. 18-6 Houston. My buddy's messaging me about Dame Dollar. First time a Blazers won 3-point contest. Sweet. And Anthony Simons won the dunk contest, so it's cool. I like Johnny, very technical. That's cool that they put him into the match, because a lot of times guys like Johnny Wrestling get left in the fold. They get left, back in the back. It's just cool to be able to have guys that are that normally don't get a whole lot of love or opportunities to get some opportunities and show what they can do. And obviously, like I said, if you watch NXT, we already know what kind of matches he can do. But this is a kind of a different stage and a different level. But I like that they're going against each other for the first time. That's cool. Oh! Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you tremendously. I want everyone in the room that actually is a wrestling fan, I want you to put your top 5. Not top 5 of all time old wrestlers that are our favorites, but top 5 that are wrestling right now in WWE or AEW. I want to see what you guys have as top 5. Well, Tommaso Ciampa obviously was great too, but as far as matches, I disagree, EMC. You probably haven't seen enough matches of Johnny back then. But I'm a wrestling fan, not just one organization. I try to watch WWE, AEW, WCW, ECW, WWF, NWA. I mean, I'm watching a little bit of everything, and I don't think Johnny's lame one bit. I mean, obviously he's an underdog. He's a smaller wrestler. He's a little guy. But just because you're a little guy doesn't mean you're terrible. Oh. Yeah, I mean, right now, to me, Bryan Danielson is a top 3 wrestler right now. I mean, if you watch what he's been doing, he's been great. There's just certain guys that I enjoy watching more than others. I like Seth, right? I like Kenny Omega. I like the Young Bucks. I like Bryan Danielson. I like Moxley. There's just certain ones that I get a little bit more excited to watch. I like AJ Styles. I like Kevin Owens. But there's more that I like in AEW than WWE at the moment. So you like a lot of the same ones as me too. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, for, some people like EMC, if you're more of like the big name guys, of course you have no love for the little guys. But for me, I feel like I'm an underdog, and I like rooting for underdogs. I like the smaller underdog guys or the mid-level guys, the guys that have no chance, the Kofi Kingstons, the Bryan Danielsons. I like that shit. You know what I mean? The Sami Zayns. You know what I mean? And it's all about how you use them. And if you put them in an opportunity to shine, like, did anyone think Sammy would be as big as he is now? And his mic skills and, just being able to, drop like the jokes at the right time. His timing has been fantastic. His mic skills went to another level. He's always been good in the ring and on the mic, but with the bloodline, he took it to another level. And that's awesome. And if they never would have associated him with the bloodline, we never would have saw this side of Sammy. So, everyone's going to have their favorites, if they like the bigger guys. I get it. But I definitely like rooting for the guys that get shit on a lot, that don't get a whole lot of love. And then when they get their time to shine, I root for them. So. Nice. Yeah, MJF obviously is fantastic. Best natural heel in the business. I mean, they had this one clip that I saw that was airing in like Japan or Canada, and it was like when it was on commercial break. He fucking got a woman to kiss him. He fucking slapped someone's phone away. Someone tried to take a picture. He took their phone. Then he spit on like somebody. Dude, like, the guy is wild, dude. Like, the amount of stuff that MJF gets away with at the show with the people in the front row would not fly anywhere else. And it probably wouldn't fly with anybody else doing it. There's some things that he does is like, you're definitely crossing, especially if you're grabbing someone's phone and like tossing it, or you know what I mean? But that's MJF for you. And obviously MJF could get better in the ring, but his mic skills for being a heel is fantastic. And that's what we need in wrestling. All right, who will it be? Bronson Reed, Montez Ford, or Damian Priest? And I also got to throw Will Ospreay in there for me too. Because like I said, anytime I see Will Ospreay and Omega go at it, sometimes that's some of the best wrestling I've ever seen. As far as like one-on-one matchup, I think Ospreay and Kenny Omega have had the best. Like, you can say like Seth Rollins and Cody, you know what I mean? But if you end up watching anything Japan related, or if you see Ospreay and Kenny go at it, there's nothing that compares to this. You know what I mean? If you end up seeing Ospreay full strength, right? Full strength, and Kenny is full strength, there's nothing better than this right here. I don't give a shit what anyone says. If you're looking at athleticism, moves, seeing something you've never seen before, high tempo, to me, those two put on the best matches as a one-on-one competitor. You know what I mean? I like Ospreay a lot. Not a lot of people are familiar with him. You know what I mean? But if you end up watching anything on YouTube or if you've seen him before, unreal how good Ospreay really is. He is fantastic. But there's just certain people that don't put on bad matches. I haven't seen Bryan Danielson put on a bad match ever. Seth ever. Like some guys are so consistent. Randy Orton, never bad match. You know what I mean? Kevin Owens, never a bad match. There's just certain people that are better than others, But it seems like a lot of y'all, and I already know Odin's son has his Bray, Aleister Black, Abandon, MJF, Luchasaurus. It is a good list. I mean, if those are the ones that you love, Ospreay's entertaining, you know what I mean? Like, he might not be a big name, but imagine if he was like on a bigger stage, like on WWE, and they let him be him. You know what I mean? Like, you could definitely put a strap around a guy like that, or Kenny Omega. Supposedly, WWE wants Kenny Omega. Who doesn't? You know what I mean? I don't want Kenny Omega to be buried on WWE with like IC or lower. That's bullshit. So I hope he doesn't leave. And, I want the Young Bucks and Kenny to stay in AEW forever, because I think that's where they can excel the best. Because if they treat Seth Rollins this way, what makes me think they're going to treat Ospreay or Kenny Omega or any of these other guys better? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a guy that literally is first ballot Hall of Fame, one of the best in this generation. You could argue Seth Rollins is the best wrestler in WWE's last 20 years. Like, overall, everything that he brings to the table. You know what I mean? Like, if they could have gave Seth this big push, like they did with Roman, but obviously the Bloodline storyline was great, so it makes sense, but nice. Do it again. 2. See, this is like AEW shit right here. Like Nick and Matt Jackson shit. There we go. Michinoku driver. 2. But everyone has their own style too. But I like the little guys, you know what I mean? I like the bigger guys. It just depends, you know what I mean? Like what style and what kind of match it is. Oh, Bronson Reed is a big boy. Ka. He gives you kind of like Rhino vibes, but I think he's bigger. He's bigger than Rhino. At least wider than Rhino. At least I haven't seen Rhino in a little bit, but big boy. Oh. I feel Ospreay doesn't get mentioned enough in because most people haven't seen his full library. But I think when I see him with Kenny, that's when I'm like, oh my God, this is like one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. Like, But again, I like faster paced wrestling. I like high risk maneuvers. I like double teams, triple teams, and I like to see shit that I haven't seen before. And it just sometimes in WWE, it gets kind of played out where it's some of the same shit that you see over and over. I want them to be a little bit more creative, but maybe that's asking too much. Look at this. Yeah, Samoan drop by Bronson Reed with Johnny Wrestling and Seth. You got Montez Ford looking on. Yeah, I know Seth will have his time. But I just think, for a guy that to be like maybe the number 1 or number 2 guy in the company, with Roman getting his push, right? Being able to be awesome on the mic with the crowd, merch sales, what he does in the ring, never bitches, You know what I mean? And just seeing what he brings to the table, it's just crazy to think for like a 3, 4, 5 year period, he really didn't have anything besides this United States Championship just recently. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't really a whole lot for him there. I don't know. It's just hard for me to believe someone could be like a number 1, number 2 guy in the company and they can just kind of throw him into the fire for so many years and not show more love. And I get it. He's, helping other guys get noticed. But, I mean, this guy is not like a Jericho where he needs to do it and he's at the end of his fucking career. He's still in his fucking prime, Damian Priest, dead dog. 21-6 Roughnecks. Houston up on Orlando. Orlando's got Paxton Lynch, so we already know that's gonna be tough for Orlando. It's gonna be tough for them. All right, we got the dunk contest going on right now. Theory. So with Vince McMahon, when he had Austin Theory in this position, right, to be, a belt holder of some kind, either championship or IC or whatever it is, right? What was Vince's like vision for Austin Theory? To be like what? To be world champ? Was that his vision? To be like, this is the next John Cena? Was that the vision for Vince? He's not a good enough talker. I mean, there's a certain look about Austin Theory, but I mean, the crowd isn't behind him, And even as a heel, I don't think people even like care enough to boo him that much. They'll boo a little, but it's like, I don't know. He's not really that convincing in the ring or on the mic. Oh, Montez Ford unwrapping the tape. Get it, baby. Oh, yeah, but you got to have Cena work ethic, Cena mic skills, Cena, in the ring ability, and he's nowhere near that. Look at Theory. Theory's about to break his back, dude. Oh shit! Look at Theory. Nope. At least he got him up. Even if Bronson Reed was helping him with leverage, still to bring up a man like that without fucking your back up, his back is probably fucked now. He's like, is your back broken? Yeah, I'm fucked. I strained it. Oh, shit. Oh, that could have been bad. That almost broke his neck. That was bad. You could see Bronson Reed and Seth didn't hit him hard enough. He didn't flip hard enough. That could have been really, really bad for Bronson Reed's neck right there. Look at this again. Seth doesn't go. And then obviously flipping over a guy with Johnny, the guy that's the weakest, has to flip over a guy who's the heaviest. That wasn't thought through. You know what I mean? It's like you should have had Seth on the top, and then he would have been able to have a little bit more leg drive to flip him over. Like, what are they thinking? They think Bronson Reed's going to be able to flip over motherfuckers like 800 pounds. Jesus. Replacement for Orton. Yeah. But I think what Vince, if you saw the way that he was, working with him, it kind of felt like a Cena vibe. Like he was trying to mold him into being like the next John Cena. But, I mean, that's impossible. Montez Ford, who got caught by Damian Priest. Oh, big clothesline. Judgment Day. There we go. Thank you for the 5, Mike. I don't know if I put it on here. I don't think I did. Your boy got distracted. Yeah, this will be the best match of the night. Mike with $5 dono. My boy. Oh, from the ceiling. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, baby. They love that. Bang, bang, bang. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Motherfucker was hanging up like Spider-Man. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. I could see Montez being a world champ one day if they wanted to give him a push. He could be more than a tag team champion. He could be IC champ. I could even see him being world heavyweight champ. I know some people may not see it, but I see it. He's good on the mic. You know, he's got a unique skill set. You know, there's a lot of guys that you could say that about, but I guess it just really depends on who they decide to give the push to. $55. Let's get to a hundo. 45 to go. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. What a good match. Frog splash. All right, Bronson Reed is out. Hi, Paisley. She just walked past in the hallway. They're at Mac McClung now, 2022 G League Rookie of the Year in the dunk contest. Goodbye. Ooh, big punch to the neck from Damian Priest to Montez Ford. I don't know how everyone feels about Montez Ford, you know what I mean? But the guy, I mean, not just, you know, him being with Bianca Belair and everything, but just his natural, you know, skill set and swagger and on the mic, you know, can be funny, can be serious. They definitely could push him to be one of the faces of the company if they wanted to. And I hope Montez Ford gets a chance at the very least to be IC champion. I think he deserves that, you know, at some point, I hope, but you never know. I mean, look at Seth Rollins. Guy's the motherfucking Hall of Famer. Right. And I mean, didn't get anything for like 5 years. I'm just really happy Bronson Reed's neck is okay. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that move. You know, like I said, you're going to need someone really strong legs to be able to move a guy over. And then Bronson Reed needs to do his job to be able to lift and flip. And obviously it didn't really, I mean, he came out very stiff, and I'm glad he's not hurt because that could have been really bad. I always get kind of nervous. You know, we've seen a lot of serious injuries if you've been watching wrestling since 85. Now Johnny Wrestling and Seth are just chilling. He said, let's just chill up here for a second. And then Johnny's just like resting, gives him a big old slap. Is Seth ballsy enough to do Hurricane Rana from the top? I hope not. I mean, I don't want him to hurt himself. He'll probably just jump off. Oh, power bomb off. Catch him. Catch him. They're like, you guys got to catch him on top of the pod. He does Michinoku driver from the top. Oh, shit! There it is. That's the right combination to have Johnny do the move. There you go. Nice job. Smaller guy. Hell yeah. I don't know. Anytime they go up like that, I'm like, oh, nice. Hell of a move. You just got to be able to fall with the momentum. But you obviously know some wrestlers, they don't, you have to be able to sell it. You have to sell moves. That's a big part of being a wrestler too. You know, you have to be able to sell moves that, you know, are being done to you to make it look, you know, flowy, you know. What a fucking match, dude. Agreed. Agreed. Very good. This match alone might take the pay-per-view to like an 8, even though there's been some suspect stuff prior. But, we'll see what happens with Roman and Sammy. The energy will be awesome, but I highly doubt it'll be better than this. Oh, yes. Johnny using the cage. I love the creativity. Ooh! One for Tez, too. Let's go, Johnny. Oh, shit. Theory. That's how you sell a move. Okay. I don't really like Austin Theory, but that's how you sell that fucking shit right there. Nice. Woo! Oh, yeah. I would say 9.5. And it's not over yet. Oh, yeah. Razor's Edge. You must be a little bit ahead of me because I didn't even see that till just now. Eliminated. It's crazy how everyone's Peacock network is on different times, like based on, being in the Midwest, East Coast, or West Coast. It seems like the Midwest, East Coast people might get a slightly sooner feed or later feed than me. Weird. I thought we were all watching this at the same time together, but your pick went out. But hey, that was a sleeper pick, and he was memorable in this match. I'll tell you that. Better than EMC saying he's garbage. Far from. Damian Priest is another guy I could see if they wanted to give him a push and give him the IC belt or, give him a championship run. He's got the body. He's got the size. He's good on the mic. It's Judgment Day. Why the fuck not, But there's just so many. If they keep putting the belt on someone like Roman for like 5 billion years, then you miss out on other opportunities for other guys to shine. So, or imagine if Roman just had one belt and then the other belt was available for other guys to work up the ranks. That would be cool, No point of having Roman have 2. And if Roman goes to Hollywood and thinks he's going to be The Rock, it ain't happening because there's only one Rock. There's only one Dwayne Johnson. So, you'll be able to go on TV shows and be featured in movies and whatnot, but you're not going to be like The Rock. I don't know if he thinks he is, but. Exploding ring match. Yes, that was awesome. Appreciate you, Mike. Oh, shit. Wow, so many high. See, this is the type of match that's like ECW, WCW, AEW. That's why I like this type of style more. But you just don't see. When we have a gimmick match like this where you got like props, then WWE will step up, to the challenge. But I want to be able to see like this high flying stuff without like the gimmick of the cage. Give me more, high flying, crazy shit in WWE on a regular basis. It would be cool to see Montez Ford get a little bit of pub. We've already seen Seth with it. We've seen Theory with it. Montez Ford would be his first single championship. That'd be kind of cool. You got to work your way up, but that would be kind of cool. Seth is deserving of a better belt. Theory's garbage. Montez Ford, that would be cool. Montez has got a little bit of like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock in him. He's never going to be The Rock, but as far as like his personality, his swagger, you know what I mean? I know the crowd will get behind him, but there's little bits and pieces, obviously him trying to do the elbow and everything, but that's something you won't see The Rock do. But there definitely is some, swagger. Oh, there's definitely some swagger that I like. You know what I mean? There's not very many brothers that have this kind of athleticism and good mic skills that are in wrestling right now. Definitely should be someone that gets rewarded at some point, Montez Ford. He said rock bottom. I am the Rock, he says. And then he did a little DX, suck it, he says. He's getting confused. He's doing everyone's finishing move and catchphrases. And then 5-star frog splash from Eddie. He's just doing everyone's moves. Montez Ford's like, do my own moves? Never. Oh, see you later. Bye-bye. One. It's going to be Theory and Seth. Yep. Theory and Seth. That's what I figured. That's what I predicted. I said, Seth is the only one deserving, but if they've already given Theory the belt and he's some golden child bullshit, of course Seth is better than Theory, but when a guy has a belt, it's hard for him to drop the belt. And I don't know if this is the pay-per-view that Theory is dropping the belt. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just have to read between the lines. And if you've watched wrestling for like 20, 30 years, you've seen this storyline before. So obviously it would be much better if Seth wins, but realistically, Theory keeps the belt. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope Seth gets the belt, but I highly doubt it. But I hope so. 2.
Separated. Yeah, this was a frightening moment when Rollins delivered the stomp. Montez Ford going face first outside the ring.
So what does this mean? We're going to have Montez Ford and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? Is that what it means? Is that what we're going to have? So Theory's going to win, and then we're going to get Montez Ford versus Seth Rollins. Is this the foreshadowing that I'm seeing? Right? Because obviously you're not making this dramatic exit like this for no reason. It's all storyline, right? Oh, and obviously if he was really fucked up, they'd put him on a fucking stretcher, right? Or play it out that way like they used to in the 80s and 90s. So something to keep an eye on. We'll see if yeah, because obviously if you get stomped in the neck, you're not walking out like this. If you're really, really hurt, there's definitely better precautions. That's storyline injury. I think I'm going to be correct. I think Theory's going to win. By cheating or some kind of bullshit. I mean, unless they want to give Seth the belt and then go into WrestleMania, which would be awesome. Oh, Logan Paul. Logan and Seth. Boo. I don't want to see Logan and Seth. Boo. They really think that that's going to be what I want to see at WrestleMania? Boo, 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 boo. Bullshit. Fuck this. That's so sad. Logan Paul making Seth Rollins look like a scrub. Are you kidding me? WWE has sold out for ratings. You know what I mean? Pat McAfee is one thing. Bad Bunny is another thing. But Logan Paul, like YouTube social media idiot. And that's the guy that's going to beat Seth? Yeah, it's over. Theory won. Unbelievable. Boo, 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 boo. And then, we're going to get Logan versus Seth at WrestleMania. That's stupid. That's a disrespectful thing to do to Seth. And there it is. I hate being right sometimes. You know what I mean? I hate, sometimes you can see the foreshadowing and the writings on the wall. And I want to be surprised. I want to be wrong. But then sometimes it's like I've seen this before. And we just hope that they'll throw a curveball to us, which they do sometimes, right? But when a guy is champ or a girl is champ, it has to be believable that they might be able to lose the belt. And they're just selling out for his fans, for the Paul Bros, to try to get those people on social media to be watching because he's involved. You know what I mean? He is athletic. I'll give him that. You know what I mean? Just like Bad Bunny and Pat. But, I mean, they're selling out their soul for social media likes on YouTube and on social media. It's sad. Yes, you did. All right, no problem. Take care of yourself. Rest up your little toes. Oh, I know. Like, how much of a dickhead do you have to be to like make fun of the suicide forest? And, like people are actually, that's a serious thing. I mean, suicide is a big thing in Japan too. Lots of stress, lots of living up to your parents' expectations and other people. And I mean, the work ethic in Japan is 1 billion times higher than here. You know what I mean? So I feel sad, for a lot of those people. My cousins, my peoples. Fucking Logan Paul, idiot. Way to ruin that match. Way to ruin the end of that. But again, I just thought that Theory wasn't going to drop it, and I hate being right. It would have been much better with Seth, or it would have been better without Logan Paul coming in. So now we already know 100% it's Logan Paul and Seth at WrestleMania, and that sucks. God damn it. All right, I got to go check up on Paisley, and then we're getting ready for the main event in the Elimination Chamber.
Sunday on A&E. Get a load of this, yeah? DraftKings free to play WWE Pro. Do you want in on this action? Download the DraftKings app, use code WWE, and play free for $10,000.
All right, let me go check up on Paisley real quick before we get into this main event, which will be like 30 to 40 minutes. Oh, for sure. You know what I mean? You're selling your soul for likes and views and subs and money. You know what I mean?
That means she's yours and yours alone. Crazy. It's insane, right? Your goal is to protect Katie from harm. Yes, Jenna. How is that? This is the part where you run. Who are you? I'm Megan.
Lowndes County was one of the poorest counties in the country. It was 80% African American, and in 1965, no black people registered to vote. People were followed. People could lose their jobs. They were literally putting their lives on the line.
All that because you're trying to register to vote. And they still organize.
We have to continue to tell the story of how we got to where we are today.
Attention, everyone!
I'm not going down for this!
What is it more of?
Hardcore.
Hi, I'm Dave Mike. Nice to meet me. I do declare there has been a month.
Okay, I'll be right back.
One more! Got a party now!
finally a WWE premium live event here on Peacock. 6 weeks from tonight. It is WrestleMania, the two-night event, April 1st, April 2nd, from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Can you believe it's almost here? It's shocking to be here this close to the showcase of the Immortals. Well, who is going to be the undisputed champion? Who's going to be in the main event at WrestleMania? Well, coming up next, it's been over 3 years since Roman Reigns has been pinned. He's been champion for 2.5 years of that. But could tonight be the night it all ends? For Sami Zayn, it's a homecoming. 17
Holy shit, that was like almost the fastest I've tried to smoke a pre-roll ever. Pre-roll, I only got halfway through it. Checked up on Paisley. Got my new Mango Madness out of the freezer.
Tribal Chief, you can guest. Roman, how you doing? My reputation as a great is taking hit after hit after hit. What I need is to regain my credibility, to regain the respect I am owed. If there was some way to help out, trust me when I tell you, I could be a very, very valuable ally. Sami Zayn, all the elite deserves to be in the bloodline. I am not going to let you down. I will look good. Sami Zayn said he's found his family. Sami Zayn is coming. I have their back, and I know they have mine.
Well, it's not like Sammy's winning.
They tell you you're in the bloodline.
You know, we already have like what Roman and Cody for WrestleMania, so we just have to see how it all plays out. Purple Punch is what I had. I'm getting, and like I said, you know, we're sharing one vehicle here. You know what I mean? Everything is just so tough right now. You know, sharing a vehicle, fucking, you know, rent's going up, everything's going crazy. So it's like I didn't get a chance to go to the fucking dispensary today. So I think I have 3 pre-rolls left in the one that I had. And then tomorrow I got the Daytona 500 and I got the NBA All-Star game. Got to figure it out. And I got no more gummies. We are in trouble. We are Houston, we are in trouble. Houston, we have a problem. But not in Houston in XFL because they're up 21-6. So what would we rank this, my wrestling friends? What would we rate this pay-per-view so far? That last match, besides the ending, sucked, but you know, that was one of the, you know, it was this, right? What was better? I mean, obviously we had Cody and Seth for last year, right? But at least on the WWE side. Now I'm watching it on the top screen right now. I just wish they had better participants, you know, in the dunk contest. I mean, I know guys can dunk and all, but the dunk contest is a 9 out of 10, or the actual pay-per-view for WWE is a 9 for 10. 7.5, 8. Yeah. Odin says we'll see KO and Jay. You know what I want to see? Purple Punch. I think I might have time to go back. Puff, puff, give, but I don't need to share with anybody. It's just pretty much puff, 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 puff. It's crazy too, because I didn't smoke pre-rolls for years. You know, I just did the gummy thing, but now it's like the, you know, the cigarette thing. It's like just, I don't smoke cigarettes at all, but just to be able to go on the walk, or I don't know, the taste too. It's like, it's one thing when I eat gummies and it's just like tastes like candy, you know what I mean? And then you have the effects after. But I think sometimes, you know, when you have the good stuff, it's to be able to taste what you you know, you're able to buy through some of these dispensaries. It's tasty. Tasty stuff. Ooh, Mac McClung. Whoa. caught it, went over the head, went over the head, and then one pump and dunked it. That was impressive by McClung. You got to have airtime to go over and then to get it and then to pump it and then to dunk it. That's impressive. McClung's head was almost at the rim, and the guy's a tiny guy. It's like 6 foot. Yeah, he got all 50s there. But the only shitty thing is the Cardinals are a garbage organization. So anything that goes there, I mean, it's a great opportunity, you know, and it's cool because it's Madcap Moss's brother. But gosh, I wouldn't want to work for the Cardinals, would you? He said you're cheap. I haven't smoked actual like herb, like greenery from the dispensary, just like into like a pipe or a bowl or you know, a bong or anything for, I can't even tell you how long it's been. 21-6, Houston on Orlando. Now we're on State Farm All-Star Saturday night, and we're getting close to the end here in the dunk contest. Roman getting the proper boos from the Canadian crowd. Is it boo, 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 American, boo, boo, Samoan, boo, 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 American, boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I seen him in high school. Yeah, I've followed his career through the McDonald's All-American game, and yeah, he's been a guy that has had mad hops ever since he was a little kid, for real. And that's one thing that he could really do exceptionally was dunk. Now they got what? Trey Murphy. Look at that 360. Not as pretty as like a Vince Carter, but still impressive. A GoBot vid. I saw an old school video on my Facebook thread, was for like some 80s toy. The ones that had like the faces on them. They were like rubber, like a rubber ball that had like a scary face on it. And there was like 8 of them that you would collect. I don't want to say they were called Mad Balls or Mads. I can't remember the name of it. But when I saw it, I was like, holy shit. Because I was like, I don't think I owned any, but my friends did. And this was back in like 85. The commercial was so cheesy and corny, but whenever I see nostalgia commercials from the 80s, I have to watch it. You know, it's like impossible for me to skip. I was like, let me see this motherfucking thing. And let me see if I own this motherfucking thing. Or one of my friends did. McClung is celebrating. I need to see a replay. All the people in the crowd are like, "Oh shit! Wow!" I want to see what the McClung. I missed it because I was looking at Roman and the intro and okay, here it is. Let me see it. McClung. Oh shit! He's tiny. You have to take that in consideration when a guy is tiny, and he's a white dude. Let's be honest. Oh, I mean, you know what I mean? It's one thing if a guy is 6'6", 6'8", but when you get a guy that's like 5'8" to 6 foot, that means more points. Like you just can't give a guy a 45 or a 48 on a dunk that even guys that are 8 inches taller can't do or would have a hard time doing it. And then you get a little guy that, hey, I mean, obviously if you looked at the names, I thought that he had a good chance to win it this year. Yeah, and obviously doing some of the Pelican games and obviously following, I'm starting to pick up some of those other players too, like him too, like Trey. Ooh, motherfuckers like N1, dude. Like N1 Street Baller, if you have him and the Professor, oh, it would be amazing. Could you imagine if they played at the same time? But McClung actually made it to the highest level. Ooh! He said over. I'm Vince Carter, he says. What is what is his height? His true height? 5'8" to 6'2", somewhere in there, right? 5'9" to 6'2", somewhere in there. There's no way that he's taller than 6'2". He really looks tiny. 6'1", Someone look that up. What's McClung's fucking height? Is he under 6 or barely over? Now when this music comes out, it's going to be the loudest we've heard the pay-per-view all night. Go Bots. Heck yeah, I'll watch that after this. Oh, 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 oh. Ole, ole. I love it. Just sucks that Mac McClung won the Slam Dunk Championship. Good for him. You know, get him a little bit of pub. You know, he got there with his dunking, but, you know, 6'2". Wow. Really good dunker for a guy that's 6'1", 6'2". They do that for the Canadian stuff, too. Also in Wales and Europe, they love the ole ole soccer chant stuff. Oh, here we go. Sami Zayn, this year's Kofi Kingston, not necessarily about being champion, but the journey. You fall in love with the journey and the storyline to try to get to the top. And even if Sami doesn't, he's gained a whole new following. Like, people that did give no fucks about Sami Zayn now are like, okay. Let's go, baby. And I love Sami and KO because they've wrestled each other like a billion times, and you can see their chemistry. And you know how great Kevin Owens is on the microphone? Sami's good too. But we really got to see Sami be Sami and be funny, and make them fucking crack up and almost lose it on camera multiple times. Looks like kind of a goofy white guy, you know what I mean? But it's really intelligent, smart, witty, great wrestler, great personality, someone that you can get behind. But normally, we don't have these opportunities for the Daniel Bryans, the Kofi Kingston, the Sami Zayns. But when you embrace a guy that's tiny, a smaller guy, sometimes you can get more popularity that way than a bigger guy. That's facts. It's just cool to be able to, for him to get a little bit of shine, even if it's just temporary, I love it. You worked your whole career, and you probably didn't think it was going to be your mic skills that would have put you over the top and not in the ring, but they put you in a perfect position to be funny, likable, to bring some, backup to the bloodline storyline, knowing that he's not going to be a part of the bloodline forever and eventually will break up and members will feud and break up. It's beautiful. It really is. If you're a wrestling fan, you dream about good storyline, good matches, and usually Vince would have it good on paper, but then the match would end in like some fucked up DQ or some fucked up thing at the end, and you're like, well, the pay-per-view would have been an 8, but now it's a 5. How many times did we say that when Vince was running shit? So God bless Triple H and everyone else that's involved. The Roman reign has been too long, but for storyline purposes, it all makes sense. They're trying to make Roman like a Cena, a Rock, a Stone Cold, a Hogan, a legend, so that way, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, people will still be talking about Roman Reigns and that run.
Introducing the challenger from Montreal, Quebec.
Oh, they love him. They love him. Imagine the electricity. This is one of the biggest matches in his career. You know what I mean? Like main eventing a fucking against a guy that's had the belt. You know what I mean? Like this is it. This is one of the big pinnacles in his career. I mean, even if he loses, but puts on a hell of a match, we're gonna remember it forever. You know what I'm saying? Like Roman, is always going to get pushed. Sami isn't a guy that is naturally going to get pushed by a company, But can you imagine for just a second if he wins, right? Even if it's just for one night or 2 nights, and then he drops it on Raw back to Roman, like in a rematch or something. But if he wins tonight, imagine that would be the highlight of his career, probably overall. It shows you how much little things, opportunities mean, Like if Roman drops it, gets it back, who cares? The streak ends. But if Sami wins, that's like, title changing, kind of a time. It's not even hard to describe. It would be like a moment in time grasped in greatness, and it's just you're being able to capture that moment for just that night, even if it's only temporary. That would do everything for Sami's legacy. But I highly doubt they'll have Sami win. There'll be someone running in at the end, and Roman will win. But let's see a good match. Let's see some blood. Let's see high flying. Let's see a good quality match. Let's do this. Yeah, but even if you could, obviously, even a week or two, or even if it's just a day, even if a day or two, you know what I mean? It'll mean everything to him. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you're doing it there, with the fans, with his hometown people. But with the Roman Reigns reign, do you really want to drop it here, or do you want to win here and then go against Cody and possibly drop it then? It's all about storyline, how you want to. You've made Roman look invincible for 3 years. Is this what you want? And I hope they do it, but I doubt it. Yeah, it'd be very, very cool if they gave the belt to Sami, even if it was just temporary. But we pretty much already know that Roman is going against Cody at WrestleMania. So, but again, if you give a guy a win one night, this is changing his career forever. He'll never forget this night if he wins. You know what I mean? And a lot of us will never forget it either. And that could be game changing for his career, the way that we view him, that we look at him. But if Roman wins, no one cares. Just another win for him, until he drops it to Cody or someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. Not everyone is in the same playing field. I feel all the other YouTubers are Roman Reigns and I'm Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel, man. I feel like I got the skill set. You just got to be able to put me, in front of other people. And I know that we would be able to grow. But like I said, if no one helps, on that side, it's very difficult, or if it's very rarely the tube is trying to push and help me, I don't want people to follow me because I'm popular. I want them to follow because we have a fucking damn good channel with great fucking people in it. You know what I mean? And we're the smartest bunch out of any fucking channel. I guarantee that. We got no fucking dodo brains here. No fucking trolls. Oh, I love it. The crowd, baby. The crowd alone makes the pay-per-view go up. Imagine if it was like this the whole pay-per-view, which I thought they were going to be doing a little bit more, but they were just saving it all for Sami. He's got to be like almost tearing up inside, man. That emotion, To Roman, this is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because, he's had his run, and even if he gets the belt back. But again, one match for Sami could be the most important thing in the world to him. To Roman, it's nothing, WWE should just go against, everything and just give it to Sami. Then they'll have a rematch on Monday and whatever. Now, if Roman didn't have the belt for fucking like 3 years, then I would be like, yeah, maybe if Roman only has it for 6 months to a year, then we're like, okay, well, maybe Sami actually could get it. But when it's like 3 years, and even if you're in the home turf of the other guy, it lines up for, excitement. Fuck you, Roman. Fuck you, Roman. They love it. All right, fuck you, Roman, huh? All the fun facts. O-Dog disappears. Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Elimination Chamber. Let's get it. This the crowd participation. They haven't even wrestled yet. They've already been cheering for like 5 minutes. That's what wrestling's about. This is the type of shit that I wish I was there live. You know what I mean? Like, I live for moments like this. If I can ever be somewhere where it's like this, that's where I want to be in life. No matter what it is. Wrestling, basketball, baseball, football, soccer, whatever the fuck. Rock concert, whatever. All right, here we go. They lock up finally. But Sammy was always, mid-card. And it's just really cool to be able to show his personality. And it also showed, like, how funny he really is. He might be the most, as far, I mean, there's a lot of people that have personality that can be funny. But his timing is, like, he could, like, he's got comedian timing. He's very, very funny. And he's very, very real, too. Sammy seems like a genuine dude, like, behind the scenes, like when he's not wrestling, just seems like a really, really chill, cool dude that would be there for you forever, Slackers in the building. Yeah, it started. I mean, the intro took a little bit, and then, Dame won the 3-point contest. Mac McClung won the dunk. Utah won the skills. And then Houston is up 21-6 in the XFL in the fourth quarter. And then we have this. Jameson, how are you, bro? Tomorrow is going to be long fucking day. I'm going to wake up early, get all my Daytona 500 shit prepped, and we'll start streaming probably at 11:15 if it starts at 11:30. And as soon as Daytona 500 is over, then we are going to be doing the NBA All-Star game. So it's going to be like a probably 8-10 hour day tomorrow. And then hopefully we can have a good turnout tomorrow, too. There's going to be a good chance we get 100 to 200 with the NASCAR stream. I don't really know about the All-Star game for NBA, but I think, I think it'll be a good day tomorrow. And I'm glad I decided to do this over the NBA All-Star weekend. I would have been kicking myself if I would have chose the NBA All-Star Saturday over this. There's no way. I'm a bigger wrestling fan, period. Sometimes wrestling's number one for me, even over football. There's no way in hell I'm missing this. Yeah, Sammy. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a bunch more, motherfucker. Woo! Oh, big uppercut. Oh, boo.
Reigns bought himself some valuable time with the uppercut. Roman has everything to lose tonight. Roman has the main event at WrestleMania to lose. Roman has endorsements and money and, of course, the championship. Right hand by Roman to Sammy.
Let's go, baby. Give you a little Sammy love here. Usually I won't do that during the match, but I think everyone is on planet Earth, even people that love the Bloodline story and they love the Usos as their favorite tag team and they love Roman as being their favorite. Even this gets to be a little much, you know? I mean, sometimes even like Hogan and, Stone Cold and Rock didn't have runs necessarily that long, but, maybe you're desperate because, Undertaker is old, Cena no longer is there. They have to be able to make someone the face, and maybe Seth Rollins is too tiny for them to market him as the guy because he doesn't have the big roided look of being a big guy, but I think everyone is. But then if they give it to like Cody or someone else, or, Sammy, Cody, whoever, at some point, if they give it to someone else, how long is that run going to be? And is it going to be just like temporary? And then all of a sudden Roman gets it back again and then has it for another 6 months? I better not see that, because that's going to be hella, that's going to make me want to not watch WWE. You know what I mean? If it's going to be like, all right, 3-year run, 9 billion years, you lose the belt, another guy or two has it for like a month or two, and then you get it back for like another 6 or 7 months. Fuck that. I better not see that. Roman's on another level than Lesnar, because Lesnar never had the belt for 3 years straight. He had the belt, but not like this. You know what I mean? Like 900 plus consecutive days. He like broke the record. It's like, even Hogan and some of these guys, Flair, and, it's like you'll have runs, but usually when you had runs, that was like in the 80s, the 90s, not fucking 2020 and beyond. So it's longer. Whatever you think the run with Lesnar was, this is even longer. Because I never got sick of Lesnar's run. I don't think anyone did, but this is like a consecutive, like 3 years, 30 pay-per-views, never losing. I mean, I don't know. Little old. When Angle beat The Rock. I found my Kurt Angle figure from like the 90s still in the package. I have actually those two. I have The Rock and Kurt Angle. I actually found them both. I think they're SmackDown figures from like 98 or 99. You think Sammy told his wife if he's gonna win or lose, or do you think he kept it a secret so that way she has no idea? That would be tough to be like with a significant other and you already know what's gonna happen, but you can't tell anyone. No Way Out 2001, the pay-per-view. Nice. Yes, me too. I wish I don't drink beer anymore, but that would be a big beer day for me tomorrow if I still had beer. Nice headbutt. These Canadian fans trying to talk shit to Roman in the front row. And he got fucking Albert Einstein right there, like he's going to do anything. He's like, I'm going to hit him. Oh, shit. Albert Einstein sat down. He's like, oh, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. Yeah. He's like, no. He betrayed you. (24-6) Houston. 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Orlando's quarterback is Paxton Lynch. Enough said. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Baby. Nice clothesline, Sammy. Let's go. It's crazy like how much they've made Roman be dominant. The guy's shown weakness like 7 times in 3 years. You know what I mean? They made him so like unstoppable, unbeatable. Like for him to even be like, you know, on his heels, it's like barely happens. But obviously tonight, you know, they're going to do that. They're going to build it up. There we go. Like even something simple as him getting knocked down by a clothesline happens rarely. Savio Vega. And D'Lo Brown. What you know about some D'Lo? Thank you, man. Appreciate you. $5 holla. Always, dude. Nostalgia. 100%. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla from my boy, Jameson Meza. Appreciate you. If there's a particular photo of a old school wrestler or a new school wrestler or something you want to see, NASCAR driver, you let me know. 40 more to get to the goal. Appreciate you, Jameson. It's like, how many times have we seen Roman Reigns down? Like, never. It's like you could still show weakness and lose and like still win the match, but they tried to make him so powerful that like even seeing a little weakness is like they barely do it in any match. Like, you know, I guess that's what makes it bigger when if he does show weakness in a big matchup like this. But I mean, you're going against the challenger in Canada, man. Rib dog. I want ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. Destroyer! Ah! 2. Super bomb! I knew it wouldn't be a destroyer, but it would have been awesome if it was. Roman was so scared, pussy, you had to fucking hang on to the rope because you didn't want to fully go through with the power bomb. Don't be a pussy and fucking take the bump. Motherfucker hung on to the ropes and was like, and had to let go because he didn't want all that momentum. Fuck out of here with that. Take a bump, Roman. Jesus. He's like, oh, I don't want to hurt my back. Roman Reigns with the rock bottom. 1, 2, 2. I need to order some food in about 2 minutes, but I won't, but I need to. Paisley is tired, and she's probably waiting for Dad. O-Dog, home alone. Being the good dad. Not a party dog. Yeah, so far so good. Not so good. Orlando was 6 with Paxton Lynch. Makes my eyes bleed here. First down and 20 for Paxton Lynch. What's new? Oh, nice throw. Nice catch. Touchdown, Paxton Lynch. He heard me. He's like, fuck you. Oh, it's not even him. They replaced him. Oh, Sammy. Oh, Superman. 1, 2. Kaga! It's crazy to think that any move that's done to Roman is a big deal. That's what they made it to be. Like, you know what I mean? Like any move that's done to him is like, oh my God, how did that happen? That's one part of it that I don't like, that they built him up so much that like nobody can even do moves against him. It's just so one-sided. Anyone that gets a punch, a kick, a body slam, a DDT, it's like, you know, it's just like the end of the world, like crazy shit. Oh, I'm getting hungry. The Dewey. Jimmy and Jay. They love their boozies. Ooh. Ah! Sammy. 2. Exploder, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Even for one night. I had to slide back in the chair for that one. I almost went back into the wall. Okay. Fuck yeah, man. Let's go. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. At least it'll be something that we'll remember. And like I said, I always promise that, you know, as long as WWE pay-per-views are on or AEW, I'm going to do them. I mean, I can't not do it. It's a big part of my life. Oh! That would have been sweet. What do you think the ticket, like a front row ticket for this would go for? What are we talking about? Like $2,000? Just because like Sammy's coming to town and everyone wants to be able to sit there? I imagine they were pretty fucking expensive. Oh! Roman! Blue Thunder Bomb! 1, 2! 2! Fucking A. Exploder! Blue Thunder Bomb! And that's what you want. You just want to see some, you know, some moves and whatnot, especially if Sammy's not going to win and whatnot. But I think overall there was some matches and some spots that could have been better. But I would say I don't think you can rate this pay-per-view lower than an 8. I wouldn't rate it like a 9 or a 10, but I don't think you can lower. I don't think you can be like, this is a 7 pay-per-view. I mean, at one point it was, but I think it's been at least an 8. I think that's fair. Here we go. Well, Brock ain't coming out. Did you watch the pay-per-view early on, or are you just watching it now? Yeah, Brock already participated early. He ain't coming out. Oh, referee, right in the stomach, he says. All right, and this is where Sammy would pin and win, but the ref is out. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Boo. That's like 90s and 80s wrestling to a T right there. Exactly that right there. $5? Everyone can afford $5, slackers. Jimmy Uso. Damn, 3 super kicks. Two. Slackers, you can afford it. It's a choice. 24-12 Houston, 4:54 left. Definitely looks like the first game was much better than the second game. Paxton Lynch, he's great. All right, Sammy. Who else is running in? The other Uso? Oh, 802, 802, baby. Your boy needs some food. Big headbutt. Sammy doing the stone cold stomps, baby. Stumping into a mud hole. Boom! Big kick. Oh, spear. Fuck. 1, 2, 2. Kaka! 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 Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. As far as like the last match of the night with Roman, this has been one of the best ones in obviously the title reign. We haven't, you have to build up the story, but also Sammy has to do his part, as the challenger. Oh, there goes another ref. Now who's coming out? Who's coming out now? Someone's coming out. Good match, great match. Come on, man. How many fucking fucked up Roman matches have we seen that we were pissed? They were like 2s, 4s, 5s. Yeah, this one with Sammy is money. Say, get a chair. He's like, let me bang on the back of it so you guys know it's real. Let me bang on the back of the chair to make sure it's not plastic. Good job, Paul. Paul E. Dangerously. My name is Paul. Bang the chair lightly. Heyman. Let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's like, where the hell did he come from? Buh. But anyway, so what are we going to get here? Standoff. And he's going to turn on Sammy and beat the shit out of him, even though it looks like they're going to go toe-to-toe. He said, grrr, look at my face. I'm mad at you. All right, so now what? You going to hit Roman in the head with it, or are you going to hit Sammy with it? What will happen? Well, Roman duck. And he's trying to hit Roman, but he'll hit Sammy instead. What will happen next? Yeah, I would assume that, I mean, we think it's going to be Roman and Cody, so even though he showed a little dap and loyalty, we would assume that they're just going to beat the shit out of Sammy. Roman's going to win, and then, then he'll go against Cody at WrestleMania. Unless they did a triple threat. Now, that would be cool if they did Roman, Cody, and Sammy for the belt at WrestleMania. That would be awesome. Oh, my back, my neck, and my back. My neck, my back. My neck and my back. Oh, boo, 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 boo. Oh, good match. Most of the Roman matches, I'm just like uninterested after like 5 minutes, or the match doesn't even go 5 minutes. 1, 2. And it's over. They ended it like that. Yeah. I mean, at least he gave it his all, and you're not going to have a guy that's had the belt for 900 plus days lose. It would have been cool if they would have, fought the past, and sometimes they'll cave, but not with a guy that they're promoting to be the biggest thing since sliced bread. I mean, they're trying to make him like The Rock in movies. Like, Rock is the biggest superstar. It's like asking The Rock to take an L. It's not going to happen. So. Yeah, pretty fucking good pay-per-view, and I'm glad we got to hang out together and watch it. But I hope Sammy gets if it's a triple threat, that's how you make it still relevant with him, Yeah, there he is. Let's go. Love me some Kevin Owens. Great talker, great wrestler. One of the top guys in the business right now, but doesn't get the push or the appreciation from a lot of the fans, which is unfortunate. Just because he doesn't have the prototypical look as a Roman Reigns that, it's just sad that, they have to do everything by looks. You know what I mean? Like mic skills, they matter. Wrestling skills matter. Charisma matters. I'm a big Kevin Owens guy, as you can tell. Chief. He called me legendary. I love that. Yeah, one of Megan's family members, for my girlfriend or whatever, there was a picture of me and Paisley, and she made like a message like, I'm so happy or whatever because I took her to get, the groomers to get her nails trimmed and I washed her. And he's like, no, he's like, that's not a dog. He's like, that's your boyfriend, the podcast legend. And I don't even talk to this guy that much. So, it's always cool when you can get things like that said about you. I appreciate you. What's good, bro? No solo. Oh, here we go. My name Paul Heyman. I'm going to give you back massage. Chief. Thank you, man. It's been rough the last couple months and rough last couple days. Thank you so much, man. Every dollar counts. And I'm down to my last like 3 or 4 pre-rolls. No gummies left too, so that's where I'm going after this. And then I got to get something to eat. Thank you, Chief. Yeah, I did the XFL game earlier today, and then we're here. Dame Dalla won the 3-point contest. Mac McClung won the dunk contest. The Utah Jazz won the team skill competition. And this is where we're at now. And then Houston 30, Orlando 12 with 1:48. Yeah. Chief 10, Dono. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, my boy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, bro. Anything that you want to see before I go? Like I said, it's been a long day or whatever, and I got another like 8 to 10 hour day tomorrow. So I want to spend time with Paisley since I'm the only one home, and I think she's mad at me, or she's like either really sleepy or she just wants time with me. But normally she'd come in here and hang out, but she's been kind of, I took her for an hour walk. Maybe I'll go outside and take her for another walk or whatever. Danny in the building, what to do? But that you got to think as far as matches go, an undersized guy going against a bigger guy. I mean, that definitely, Sammy knows how to sell moves and to put on a good show. Good for him. And hopefully Sammy gets some significant feuds and matches after this. You know what I mean? If they didn't build up this Roman Reigns rivalry, this would be the perfect place for Sammy to like have his moment. Like when Kofi had his WrestleMania moment, you know what I mean? Maybe Sammy will be the guy that has a WrestleMania moment one day in a year or two, maybe. Maybe he'll be the Daniel Bryan, the Kofi Kingston, even if it's only for a month, or even if it's temporary. Every guy deserves to have their moment, or girl for that matter, but obviously, you have to go down the pecking order, and there's only so many belts and so much time. So, appreciate that, man. Like, I wasn't even going to do the XFL game. We didn't get a whole lot on the Dono side. Not a whole lot of people showed up. I know it was at noon, but I was like, fuck it. I'm going to watch it anyways. And I feel just putting in that good juju and the energy and, out there by just showing the work ethic, I just good for me, and I just like to be able to stay busy, but I just want to make sure I don't leave Paisley alone too much. Let me get you at least a few photos before I cut out of here. We're gonna end the stream in like 9 minutes at the 3 hour and 30-minute mark. I could go longer, but I have a huge day tomorrow. Daytona 500 and the NBA All-Star Game. So let's give a little love back to Chief Will Chief here with some photos, and then we'll end up calling it a day unless we get another dono before the stream ends, and we'll go from there. But I enjoyed that pay-per-view tremendously with you guys. That was fun. I'll get you some of the photos that I have through the Chiefs season just to show some love here, and then I'll get you a couple like Jamal Charles. So I guess Cyberpunk went to go to like a sporting goods store, and there was like 4 autographs. I imagine Holly went as well. But Pacheco was going to be there. McKinnon was going to be there. Nick Bolton was going to be there. And then another player was going to be there as well. Oh, Sky Moore, I think, was the other one. Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore. Has it like sunk in that you guys are champs? Like champs, like you did the unthinkable? Needed Butker healthy. You got him. Let me get you a couple Jamal Charles, and if anyone else wants anything here in the last few minutes from the people that donated or anything like that. But, man, hell of a pay-per-view. And I'm really happy that even though I could have got more views, doing the All-Star Saturday, thank God I did it, because it was crap overall. It wasn't that. I mean, Dame won the 3-point contest. That would have been cool, but I would have been pissed if I didn't. If I knew that this pay-per-view turned out this way, yeah, I would have been, not happy. So I'm glad I made the right decision. Everything is a business decision here. So. Wow, Tyson Fury, that's awesome. Always liked him. Man, what a fucking pay-per-view, huh? Shit. We got like Mandalorian and all these other things that are going to be coming. I got all kinds of shit to watch. Wow. All right. Peacock is turned off. I need to get some food in my stomach. I am fucking starving, and I got to get it before 9 o'clock my time, so that way I get something that's actually like halfway good, not just like reheated shit. So. Did you know that they're doing True Blood on TNT, Odin-san? They got the contract with True Blood and HBO, and they're actually starting it. Remember, I just watched it, and it took me like 2.5 months to watch it. True Blood Season 1, Episode 1 is on right now on TNT. Awesome. True Blood, baby. True Blood, baby. I'm gonna turn it on, but it's on TNT, so it's not gonna be able to show all the gore though. She's meeting Bill Sookie. My name is Bill. But I got to be able to see the blood and the guts and everything too. So TNT version is gonna be watered down and ain't gonna be as good, but I still have it recorded. And I just watched it, so yeah, me too. No problem, dude. Thanks for coming through, bro. Fun pay-per-view. Talk to me soon. I bet. See if I can get you a couple photos from the Super Bowl for you before we go. Yeah, Daytona 500. That'll be tomorrow, and then NBA All-Star Game. So I'll be, we're going to be going strong from 11:15 ish all the way to probably 9 o'clock. It's going to be a long fucking day tomorrow, but I think it'll be fun. Okay, sounds good, bro. Appreciate you, man. Always a pleasure being able to have you in the room. I know you got a lot of shit going on, but we always can link at least once a month here, for wrestling. So I like that.
Brandon Silvers for Houston, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. It's been a solid rushing attack by Houston as well. The defense, relentless. Into the arms.
33-12, Houston.
Stand out of Mississippi State.
Well, obviously Orlando is the worst team in the XFL, or at least it looks like it. But as soon as I saw Paxton Lynch, I was like, yep, they're going to lose. No problem. Hey, Daytona tomorrow, baby. We got 3 minutes before this is over. I just want to make sure we get a couple photos here. Oh, bro, Chief, have you been watching Ancient Aliens? Bro, it's been getting really good this season. It's always good, but they had another new episode like yesterday or the day before. Did you catch it? You probably didn't, but yeah, you got to get on that, man. Got to get on that.
And Dormady spikes it with 42 seconds remaining.
And obviously that's not from the Super Bowl because you didn't get sacked.
Dormady flushed, lofting it, and out of the reach of Jamil. But this will be problematic. To have a duo like Harris and Ward.
Starving.
Should be playing in the NFL. Could wreak havoc on XFL offenses this season. Another big hit. Trent Harris with his 40th sack of the night.
Let me get you. Let me give it you at least another throwback player,
It doesn't matter.
or just someone that's from a while back. There we go.
It's going to be a relentless pass rush, especially on the outside. Dormady picked him off. And Shanae Harris had 2 breakups and finally gets his pick. 2019, he was undrafted.
Oh yeah, it's good. I love it, man. Everything about it, I fucking love it, man. You guys are the best. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Let's just go through the photos one last time, through the pay-per-view, and we'll call it a night. Obviously, we have Elimination Chamber, baby. Amazing, man. A lot better. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect, but I knew it could be pretty good. And overall, pretty damn good pay-per-view. Thank God. So that's good. Then we had a few different matches throughout the night. We ended up going through, let's see here. We had what? Bobby and Brock. Then we had the women's elimination chamber. Asuka won. So Asuka going to be going to WrestleMania. And then in a match where Ripley, it didn't really matter if they lost, Edge and Beth Phoenix being Canadian, being able to get the dub there. And this was insane. This one was fun. This one started to kind of set the tone for the men's elimination chamber. It would have been nice if it was someone other than Theory, but it is what it is, right? And in the main event, hey, it kind of played out how we thought, run-ins and whatnot. But hey, I had a good time. I know you guys probably did too. And fuck, man, what a fucking pay-per-view! Holy hell! Let me go here. Let me get my thing here. Got to make sure we get this, and then we'll set this up. Because this will be for what Twitter will see. Take Elimination Chamber down. Then we'll put this one up. Boom, shakalaka. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best fans on planet Earth. I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in and hanging out, watching Elimination Chamber with me, as well as NBA Saturday Night and XFL Orlando and Houston. Thank you for everyone that donated, supported, chatted. I'll be back tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time for Daytona 500, and right after that ends at 5 p.m. Pacific time, NBA All-Star Game. It's going to be a long day, and I love you, and I appreciate you all, and I got one question for you. Who you know talk sports like us? Your boy Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.